I guess I could just put the microphone in my mouth, if that works.
Well, that's real ASMR.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's when you're devoted.
That's when you
Well,
that's
you
when
go-
you're really a thing. I don't know what a thing is. Yes.
well, that's something you might see on OnlyFans.
Educate us.
Well,
Michael.
I can't, unfortunately, because I don't do ASMR.
Son of a bitch. All right. So so if I just start talking, can people hear me now? Is this any better?
I mean, like,
You're
I
fine.
I turned you up a lot, but it's still very quiet. But
I wonder if I'm scrolling through to see if I can go and change like the voice levels. Is this any better when I talk like this?
Nope.
Oh, not even a little bit.
What about like this?
Oh, that's better.
Yeah.
That's better? Okay, cool. Yeah, so that was a little bit of a reversed information there, because my input is apparently what I needed to increase and not my output, which is a weird thought.
Yes, the part that goes in to the computer from what you're saying.
As opposed to the thing that's coming out of my mouth and into the computer. Yes.
No, as opposed to
No,
what's coming
no.
out of your computer, like a speaker, like sounds from a speaker.
Listen,
Out
can you
of
stop
the computer.
can you stop talking your technomancer jargon right now? I don't even know what you're saying.
Yeah, in, out. I don't get your words, all right, you techno wizard.
I think my 6-year-old can figure that one out.
Well, good for your 6-year-old.
I mean, out from your mouth, in from the speaker.
I know how breathing works. Shut up.
Well, I bet I could beat up your 6-year-old. All right,
Wait.
Jesus, Tom.
I don't know. The 6-year-old will
Calm
give you a
down.
run for your money.
No. What I think is, after I say I know how breathing works, I'm like, wait, do I? So yeah.
Here's your gold star.
Oh, thank you.
Puts
nice.
it on his lips, and then he stops breathing.
I did all my homework. Done. So.
Did you really?
I did. Thanks, Coach. I have no idea. No, I don't. That's not true. I spent some time last night trying to prep for this, and then came on late because my phone was like, "I'm new. I don't work." So, you guys have leveled up. Is there anything that we need to discuss about level 5, or are we good to just move on?
Yes, you're going to have to roll higher for your DC against my mockery. Haha, I've been practicing.
Is it like a DC 11 now instead of 10?
No, it's 25.
I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right at all, but okay.
Hey, it's D&D Beyond. D&D Beyond never messes up.
Is that true?
Also, don't check
Is
it.
that true? Yeah, also don't look at my character sheet at all.
No,
okay.
it's 15.
That's actually a pretty decent check for 5th level.
I decided to go with a 4th level of Bard because that ASI was just kind of laying on the table, or else I'd have to wait till level 8 to get my ASI, and that's just inane.
Well, the other thing I was thinking was maybe you weren't ready to go full moody sorceress just yet, and so that's why you have a little bit of moodiness again with the Bard, as discussed last week, but you haven't fully committed to the resting bitch-faced attitude of all time with Navakri. So you're working into it.
So basically, my psychic emo wizards.
Yeah, if that's not somebody that you just can't wait to hang out with in an elevator and you're going to like the 10th floor, I don't know what is. Psychic emo wizardess. Oh, yeah. You want to chat? No? Just stare coldly ahead? Okay, cool.
Well, that's when I start like putting things in your mind, making you hear sounds from the other side of the elevator.
Why can I not stop clucking like a chicken? I don't know. But other people, is there anything else people want to talk about 5th level, or is it just hide and wait and be surprised?
I do want to point out my passive perception. My passive perception is 17.
All right, so I'll make sure everything gets an 18 or better. All right, got it.
Okay.
2 attacks. So that's
Don't
2
pretty
attacks.
awesome.
Rothgar, are you in that same boat? Are you in the 2 attack ladder
I have
now?
2 attacks. That was about the only thing that I got for 5th. That and the fact that from everything I was looking at, I should be able to get my armor that I've been asking for levels now should actually be appropriate.
Maybe. To be announced on that one. I mean,
But I also did some checking, and you can double check me if you want. But with my Sentinel ability, anytime somebody disengages from me, that provokes an attack of opportunity.
correct, but I think it disengages from you, not just disengages.
No,
correct?
that's what I said, from me.
Okay. No, I'm just double checking that I had that right. Yep. Nope. And your range is still not that this is bad at all, but your range with the halberd is 10 feet, correct?
15.
15. Oh, you gross son of a bitch. Okay.
Now, question: is that he disengages with you or tries to leave your reach?
Well, so per the disengage, you can disengage from one creature. You can't disengage from multiple creatures. And if that disengagement would make that target move outside of his range, he would be able to react, but it would be the one reaction that occurs with this.
Disengage just affects you. It makes it so that you aren't affected by opportunity attacks. Obviously, Sentinel overrides it, but it, like, the way that it's worded, it's you cannot be attacked or something like that. It's not against a specific thing. So anyone who takes a disengage, they're kind of just free to roam, unless of course something overrides that.
I will go back and reread that, because I thought it was just you could disengage from something that you were in range of, and that was the thing you were disengaging from. I didn't think you could disengage from multiple targets.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'll get the wording on it.
I mean, either way, that's just something to clarify. But whatever the case is, I'm happy to expand my knowledge with that one. So, all right. So Rothgar, 2 attacks. Cool. Well, technically, that puts you at 3, and then, well, it would be 4 if you action surged, right? Because your bonus action would be to action surge, so you could have 4 attacks in a round. That's pretty cool. And then
5.
harvest, is there?
Because it just gives you a full action for your action surge, so you get your 2 attacks again as a fighter currently.
Right, that's why we'd be at 4.
And then
because
his bonus action, because action surge I don't think is an action at all.
No, if it's not, then yes, you would have 5.
And then
If
I
it
think you
is,
still
then
have
you don't
I
have
believe
4.
Because I
I'm
think
not sure.
it might be the healing one that might be a bonus action.
All right.
Second wind.
We'll take a look at it. We'll figure it out. It'll come up at some point, I'm sure. Harvest, new spells. Anything cool you want to share about that stuff and things?
Yes. Well, I have 3rd level spells now. I have a cool one that I have prepared. I'm looking it up right now. It was pretty gnarly.
Is it called It's Not Winter Anymore? People are gonna love that spell.
Yeah. There was like a sunlight one, but it's not winter anymore. I can conjure animals, and I can conjure 1 beast of a challenge rating 2 or lower.
Oh. All right.
I can conjure 2 of a challenge rating 1.
So
Conjure
is conjure animals effectively like a summon spell for druids kind of thing?
I'm summoning fey spirits that take the form of whatever beasts I want them to.
Cool. All right. Neat.
So that when they drop to 0 hit points, then they just blink out of existence.
And do you currently have like an animal companion or someone that's with you, or is that something that you're building towards, or that's not a build that you're doing?
I don't have an animal companion. I can't, as a druid, have an animal companion. That would be a ranger. So I'd have to take some levels in ranger if I wanted an animal companion. But I'm gonna go all into this druid thing.
Thanks, Kevin. I just saw what you put in Discord, or in Roll20, I should say. So yeah, something you might want to look into is I think that's one of the new classes or whatever in fifth edition. There's some stuff about druids having animal companions. So
Really?
yeah, so like if that's something that you wanted to work towards, great. And that brings up something I wanted to tell you guys about, because I know that this was something that came up during the Curse of Strahd campaign when I was running it. And I've heard about this as a rule set, and I want to do it. It's called Lemon Laws. So as you guys level up, if you take a feat or you like take a spell or you do something and you're like, this sounds really cool, but then you use it and you're like, this is not what I thought it was going to be, or this doesn't fit or whatever. I want to give everybody 2 sessions, and if you make the determination in 2 sessions that you don't like what you did, we can switch it out. No questions asked. We don't have to do retraining or anything like that. Because I remember specifically Kevin at one point in Curse of Strahd was like, I didn't want these spells, and I was trying to be a truist, and I'm like, nah, you took them, you're stuck with them. And it's always kind of like been like a bit of about that, about being like, you know what, I should have just said, yeah, let's retool this. And so I want to use lemon laws for everybody. So if you take a feat or if you take a spell and you find out within 2 sessions that it is definitely not what you wanted and you want to do something else, let's talk about it, switch it out, and that's fine. But once we hit like session 3 or so, you're stuck with what you got. But you got a 2 session lemon law going on.
Oh.
All right. And then Kevin, I mean, obviously you are psyched. You have your 2 attacks now. Was there anything else cool that Ziada wound up with that you want to talk about?
No, I think it's just. I think she may have actually gotten. You know what? She got some extra spell slots and stuff, but other than that, I think we just all got proficiency up. I believe from 2 to 3. So
nice.
That's just across the board a nice thing that we all get.
Yeah, just a random +1 to literally everything you're good at. So yeah, yes,
exactly.
Nice. All right. So with that being said, when we left off last week, you guys had said that the next spot that you wanted to travel to was sort of one of your quest points, like personal quest points, and that was Ziada wanted to travel to the clan of the Bear, which we had said was roughly down around here. And what we discussed briefly was that it made the most sense that you would travel down from Caer Konig. I should probably do a little shift click up here where you guys currently are, down to East Haven, and then kind of like get the gear that you needed to, and then set off to try to get to the Cave Bear clan, who has, for the time being, has sort of settled in like the foothills of the spine of the world, which is the mountain range that's at the bottom of the map that you guys are all on right now. So you guys, you are rested. You wake up. You kind of come downstairs. You're in the Northern Light Inn. It's Northern Light Inn, not Tavern, and in Caer Konig. As you come downstairs, Speaker Trovis, the sort of drunkard half-dragon speaker of Caer Konig, is spinning a tale about some time when he kicked a half ogre into a river and watched him float away from him, like cursing him out to the gods, and he laughed at him. And only half-heartedly listening are the Shorad sisters, who are the people who basically run the Northern Light Inn, and they see you coming down and they're like, "Oh, breakfast is on us. Thank you so much for all the things that you've done. Caer Konig is never going to be the same. Thank you." And so they start putting on a breakfast for you guys, free of charge. And what do you guys want to do?
Eat breakfast.
That's a solid plan. I like that. Is there anything else that you guys wanted to do in Caer Konig before sort of embarking on this sort of next phase?
I think we were talking about needing supplies for going out to there, and I'm not sure if we had discussed this, where would this place even have anything that we would need?
So you could probably get some really baseline supplies here. You know, like you could probably get rations. You could get some really standard gear if you were looking for something specific. But anything else, you're probably going to have to go to a bigger like locality. And the next one that would be, and I think we did talk about this briefly. The next one is obviously East Haven, or as previously discussed during this, Bryn Shander is like the biggest hub of anything you're going to find in all of 10 towns. But East Haven is circumstantially an equally large setting for stuff like that.
Is Kerkonig a large enough place that I can refresh my healing potion?
Roll me a percentile check. Roll a D100 and tell me what you get. If you don't have a D100, 2D10s. Pick one as the 10, one as the 5s, and tell me what you get. A 3.
No.
There is unfortunately nothing in Kerkonig that can replace healing spells. You might be able to find like a
Not spells, potions.
That's what I mean. Yeah, there's nobody that's making them here in Kerkonig. You could probably find like a healer's kit or something that you could do like a medicine check with, but nothing besides that.
I'd rather just dump a healing potion down their throats.
I just want to spend my cash.
Your residuum butt plugs might do the trick.
There is that as well. I had investigated him. That there were some, vaccination issues.
Oh my god. All right. Anyways, all right. So does anybody else want to try to do anything else in Kerkonig, or is the plan to just sort of start heading south?
I got everything. I'm ready to go.
All right, cool. I have a question before you head out, and that is, Harvest, how are you traveling right now? Do you have an axe beak? Are you traveling on foot? What is your modality of travel?
I've been traveling on foot. What does everybody else have?
Axe beaks.
Oh, really?
It's what
Beaks
all
of
the
axe.
kids have.
All you guys have your own?
That's it.
Where'd you get them?
They were 50 gold.
They are 50 gold. However, because of all of the good deeds that you have done for the citizenship of Kerkonig, if you have some moolah, you might be able to get one at a discount.
Okay, I'm going to try to get one for free.
Oh, wow.
Big discount.
That's going to require a pretty hefty diplomacy roll.
Okie doke. Hold on. What is that? I don't think I have very good diplomacy. My charisma is horrible.
I like your go get 'em attitude though. So let's see what happens.
I'm not seeing diplomacy on.
Persuasion.
Persuasion. I'm sorry. Persuasion.
Okay. Yeah, 0 to that. Let's see what happens.
All right. Big money. Big money. Big money. No whammies. No whammies. No whammies. Oh my god. So
not only
listen.
get it for free, you get 2 for free.
So
Nice,
listen. This is a poor town that needs to make some money, but after ridding them of the imaginary nightmare horrors that were the Dwergar, wait for it. Returning the glowing lantern to the Northern Light, and providing several more stories for Trovis to tell, because his tales are getting old and hackneyed because he's told them to everybody 16 times over. They will give you an axe beak at 75% off. So 50, knock it down to 15 gold. If that's bad math, sue me. 15 gold, you can have an axe beak, and they will throw in 3 rations. So the axe beak has something to eat and not die.
Oh, that's cool. I don't have 15 gold.
Then they're like, get out of my shop. Wait, I thought you got paid.
For what?
Shh. She
I get
doesn't
paid
need
for
to know that, Tom.
I thought
Released.
you
Oh,
get no.
Oh, when I brought the crate full or the wagon full of stuff.
Yeah, didn't you get some moolah?
Yeah, no, I was supposed to, but we never talked about that. Oh no, I spent it. I spent it. I got the heal potions. I think I spent it all on the heal potions at the sister of the Black Blades armory
Oh,
guy.
that's right. That's right. You did. So,
So
you might want to talk to your new party members. Question
Well,
mark?
actually, I was going to volunteer the 15 myself anyway.
thanks. That would be splendid.
Rothgar really appreciated the mass heal when it came out because that was big. That was big money.
And I threw a superior heal somebody.
You threw it at yourself. You're like, hey, I did this for somebody.
Yeah, I was gonna be offering the gold. I was actually just about to be taking it out, and that was just like, oh, I was gonna offer it. It's like, all right, cool.
I just can split it.
He's got it.
Well, what I'm not
I know how much he
telling
makes.
anybody is that I'm taking it out of the, group coffers anyway.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
so,
fine.
Whatever.
I don't care where it comes from.
I just want me an axe beak.
Right.
So Dolan, if you don't know what an axe beak looks like, you should totally pull up an image of one because they're fun.
It looks like a chocobo with an axe beak.
I was just gonna say, think chocobo with an axe for a head. That's what you've got.
Oh, nice.
So you guys have about an hour travel with axe beaks. Excuse me, from Caer Konig to Caer Dineval, which is the next town, and you'll remember. Well, some of you will remember, and some of you have had a different experience as you were traveling to Caer Konig, that there was quite a brouhaha that was occurring in Caer Dineval between the Thieves Guild, which Loki is associated with, though he's not here anymore, and these sort of mysterious black blades or black knights or black swords. There's several names that have been thrown around about them that were there. And right about the hour mark, as you kind of get down to here, where there's like a little dot, there's a pivot in the road where it sort of breaks left or breaks east as you're heading south to Caer Dineval, and you guys see there's like this little kind of ramshackle hut set up. It's crudely built, and there's like a small trail of smoke coming out of this like tin chimney pipe that's loosely tacked on the western side. And you can see like there's a light on inside of this little building. What do you guys want to do?
I suggest we knock on the door.
All right. Nobody has a different plan. So if you go up and knock on the door, go ahead and do it.
Okie dokie.
As you come up and knock on the door, you notice that like to the right of the building, you didn't see it. It's kind of tucked around the side, but if you were to continue along the pathway, it's very prominent. There is a sign that says caution in Common, Dwarvish, and Elvish. And at the bottom of the sign is kind of like the classic yellow yield triangle with like an exclamation point in it, as in like, whoa. And you knock on the door, and this human woman in some sort of like, it looks like she's in like not plate, maybe it's half plate, maybe it's banded. She comes out, she's very sort of like set up, and she's like clamping herself on the shoulders and sort of like trying to keep warm. She shuts the door behind her right away, and she's like, right, what is it that you folks need? Why are you here?
We're here to be of assistance. We noticed that there seemed to be some happenings here, and didn't know if you guys were in need of aid.
She looks all of you up, and she's like, well, you look hardy enough, but my job is just to tell people to maybe steer clear of Caer Dineval until the two factions kind of get things squared away with each other, because right now the town guard, they're just trying to keep the residents safe from the madness that's going on in town there.
Are you a member of the town guard?
I am. I mean, that's why I have this insignia. And she like shows her like breastplate. And she's like, look right here. I have this thing. It says town guard. Awesome. Yes.
And so the town guard is not interested in ending this squabble?
The town guard is not interested in creating more problems for the people who live in Caer Dineval. The factions of the Thieves Guild, the factions of whatever these Knights of the Black Swords are, we're pretty stretched thin right now, and the concept of bringing more parties in to make more havoc does not sound like a great idea to me. I don't get paid to make these decisions. I'm just telling you what I'm telling everybody.
So out of game, what I'm hearing is it's something like a gang war happening in the middle of this innocent, peaceful village.
She goes, I'm not sure what out of game means, but that's exactly what's happening.
Okay.
She'll basically say that like the Thieves Guild is like a pretty hardy faction through all of Ten Towns, and the fact that they've somehow descended on Caer Dineval and are now like embattled with the actual like castle, the Caer that's in Dineval, has quickly revealed that the people inside that were not like, you know, the magistrate and the people in charge of the town. It was all of these like weird cultists that are there, and the town guard was kind of like, we don't really have a succession plan apart from our job is to make sure people that live here don't die. So our job is to try to keep everybody away from the shit show that's going on there. And so far, the two factions haven't really messed with us. So
the Thieves Guild is trying to do like a hostile takeover?
So you might not know this, but what the party might know if Loki shared any of this is that like the Thieves Guild wants to make sure that Ten Towns is always in kind of a status quo, and that there's not a usurping of power, right? Like there's not all of a sudden something that's like the big power in Ten Towns, because that's going to make everything messed up. And the Thieves Guild has been sort of working doubly to do that since like the everlasting snow has come, because everybody's got to work together in order to try to get through this, whatever this is. And the fact that like all of a sudden there's like this emergence of this like dark force, and the players, some of the other players know that the Thieves Guild were aware of like the emergence of two dark forces. One were these black swords, and the other were these Dwergar, and they had tasked Loki, aka the Z fighters, with taking care of the Dwergar problem, and so they've and you guys have kind of dealt with that, but you know that there's a bigger threat somewhere in the spine of the world. I mean, you know more than that. You know that Sunblight, you know about Zardoc, etc. But what you do next, that's up to you.
Okay. So we as a group are aligned with the Thieves Guild then. We obviously want to extinguish this dark force.
I can't say that. I think that's up for you guys to figure out. What I can say is that Loki was somebody who was a character who was tying himself into the Thieves Guild that somehow got embroiled into Thieves Guild business. What the rest of you want to do with that, that's totally up to you. Like, because none of you have any skin in that game particularly.
Well, I definitely want to, and I'm going to assume that this like demonic or dark presence has something to do with the goddess who I just picked a fight with. So anybody who's against that, I'm all for.
Yeah, so far we've been moving with the same kind of guidance, or not necessarily guidance, but the same sort of
process.
Yeah, as the Thieves Guild. So as of right now, we're kind of in the same boat of we're with them. But,
and you will
kind of
one of the other things that I think is critical to remember as well is you guys were told, or maybe you guys weren't, maybe Loki was told, but I do know that he shared with you guys before he went back to Lonelywood that the Thieves Guild said that they would handle the problem in Dineval, but tasked you with dealing with the problem in Caer Konig. And so you guys went up and handled that, kind of uncovered that the problem was not just limited to that. But you guys fulfilled your end of that request. Just that the concept was that the Thieves Guild itself would take care of Dinaval. And so again, you guys are there on the outskirts of the city. It's up to you to what you want to do. I just want to make sure you remember stuff and things that had been said in the past.
You think we should go and let the Thieves Guild know that you handled the situation up in Koenig?
No, I think our contact. We'll have to get information to them, but
Okay. Okay. Well, then I'm good here.
I like to picture Loki's just sitting back, leaning in a chair in front of a fire, looking at the cauldron of never-ending stew, just like texting people like, "Hey B, taking care of biz. What you up to?" Just send.
sounds Loki.
So the plan is to go into Dinaval or to move on?
I'm fine with moving on. I don't see any reason why we would want to go in.
Yeah, I think we
If we're
go
not
past
going
that.
if we're not talking to the Thieves Guild, if we're not helping the Thieves Guild, and they said they got it, and we don't need to talk to the Thieves Guild, then daylight's burning.
Okay. All right. As you guys start to move on, the town guard kind of like stoops for a minute, and you notice she's kind of walking a little clunkily, and she just kind of says like, "Oh, sorry, new shoes and all," and says, "Hey, thanks for stopping by, and good journeys." And everyone's sort of like, "That was really nice." And so you guys start to set off, and you get maybe 20
She has
paces.
new shoes.
What's the matter?
Kind of weird. She has new shoes. Anybody else find that strange?
Well, check your pockets.
Exactly. Like, where she got new shoes from? Have a shoemaker here?
Give me a perception check.
Let's cut off your legs.
She who rolled a natural 20 on the last random check.
Perception, I actually have some of.
Here comes a 1.
Right?
I don't know. You notice that she's wearing these like the combat boots that have like a 3-inch sole on them. She's wearing boots that kind of look like that. So they're kind of like these weird platform shoes, but rather than rubber soles, they look like they're metal, and they're a little clanky.
That doesn't make any sense to me. Why a member of the supposed town's guard would be wearing weighted shoes. I don't know. That seems fishy to me.
Well, they don't look like they have fish in them. They're not Dolomite shoes.
No, they don't have like a fish tank in the bottom of them?
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, they're definitely not that.
Right. I'm going to glance towards any of my companions and see if they... I'm going to insight any of them and see if any of them are thinking what I'm thinking.
Rothgar, with a 7, it doesn't seem like there's anything weird going on with her. She's just got weird...
Yeah, kind of what I figured when I saw the 7s. That's why I didn't say anything.
Fuck.
Yeah, I mean, she's got weird shoes, man. I mean, are you judging her? Like, I'm sure you got weird shoes on, too. You're a druid. You gotta have some weird slippers on or something.
Yeah,
She's confused that she's wearing shoes. It's like, what?
Well, like the snow chafes after a while, so I might as well just throw on some moccasins or something.
where did you get new shoes?
Right.
You're in the middle of a war right now. Like you're hunkering down. Like you're sitting in a fucking shoddily made shack, and you got new.
And she goes, "Oh, you ask her, and she goes, "Oh, you noticed these? All right, you can't tell anyone about them, but this is what I've been working on." And so she bends over, and it's almost like when somebody bends down to like unbuckle a snow boot, like the heavy like crick crack, and she unfastens a couple levers and she opens it up, and you see that there are like semi-hot coals in the chambers under her feet, and she's like, "These keep my feet warm the whole time I'm in this goddamn shed. This is amazing. I'm calling them Warmfoots."
That's phenomenal, and I'm gonna tell her how impressed I am with her invention and wish her well.
She goes, the thing is, it's tough to get them in, and you do get burned sometimes because sometimes you put them in there too hot and they'll melt your feet off. But when you get it right, you get it right. Remember, Alyssa's warm foots. If you hear about them, I did it. It's my idea. It's all mine.
No Valkyrie.
When she unbuckles her, do I see her foot at all, or just the underneath where that's full of holes?
Just the underneath. It's almost like this is like a metal compartment under the shoe kind of thing.
I have a pair of essentially
similar
socks.
boots that you want to.
No, socks that I've made for myself. They're like leather socks, and I pull them out, and I'm like, do you have anything like this? It might help protect your feet from the heat of the cold.
Quick question: as the fashion show ensues, is anybody doing anything?
Well,
actually, everybody else give me a perception check. But Novakri, what are you doing?
Novakri is wondering what's in the stew today.
What's in the stew today?
Hey, you don't. Harvest was wanting to see if the rest of us were noticing anything different, and well, Novakri.
Yeah, and I rolled a 7 insight.
Wait, you rolled a 7 insight?
But I was trying to determine if any of my other party members thought it was weird.
Oh yes. Yeah. Oh, so Novakri, okay, perception check. So Novakri, you're thinking about what's in the stew today, and also now about feet. Dolan,
no, I don't care about the feet, just the stew. Obviously,
just the stew. Stewed meat feet. Stewed feet meat. However you want to say it. Dolan, you are fully engaged in like talking shop about metal shoes and leather socks. Ziada, you're like, what? How is this what the Z fighters are doing? And Rothgar, you are the only one that notices that all of a sudden, and there is like a castle at Caer Dineval that's set back that you can see that kind of rises out of the town, and this explosion happens, and it's not big enough that like everybody immediately notices, but like as the explosion happens, the reverberation, the reverb from it travels forward, and everyone kind of turns towards it, and you're the only one that notices that as the explosion happens on like the eastern tower area of the Caer that's there, there appears to be a humanoid figure that flies out of the explosion, and it is immediately followed by like an entourage of a couple, maybe it's 2, maybe it's 4, you can't really make it out, additional small humanoid figures that appear to have wings, and they all fly off to the northeast. They kind of round around and fly off to the northeast.
Flying monkeys.
On second thought, Camelot is a silly place. Let's not go.
I'll get you, my pretties.
So make sure you bring some water. I mean, that's how you deal with witches. And that's what you see.
I'll just toss a snowball and a firebolt. Take care of that.
Does anybody have like a hex or some way that you can put a little beacon on one of these flying guys and know where they're at or where they're going or anything?
They are several hundred feet plus away from you. It just like DC check of 15 to even notice it as it happened, and Hrothgar was the only one who rolled high enough that he saw this. Whether he tells you guys about it or not, that's up to him, but that's what he saw.
You said they're going northeast?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, but we sure as heck heard the explosions, and now I'm curious.
I'm still talking about the socks to the chick with the boots.
When she hears the explosion and kind of looks up, and it kind of breaks her out of her reverie about socks and shoes and whatnot, and she's just like, all right. Listen, I could talk all this, but chances are this shit's been happening for like the last couple of days. You like, I appreciate the help, but I would guess like hard pressed. Just let them deal with it. They're gonna kill each other, or somebody's gonna come out on top, and we'll deal with it from there. But for the time being, let it be. That's my guidance. You guys are clearly capable, whatever you are. She just like kind of glances over all of you, and like I just imagine she sees, like the dark wings around Ziada, even if they're not like fully exposed right now. Hrothgar standing there with this like huge glowing weapon, and a person in moccasins and another person that's just sort of like, hmm, hmm, hmm. What do you think, inner self? I don't know. What do you think, outer self? And she's like, you know what? You guys get your shit together. I am just here to tell you it's dangerous in there, and you guys do what you want.
She doesn't seem like she wants the leather socks. I put them back in my pack.
She says, I hope you come back. I want to talk about socks more. But for now, I want everybody safe. That's my job. I want everybody safe.
I just stand and wait and look at everybody else and see what we're doing.
I will tell you guys, just as a quick breakdown,
Potion.
East Haven is about 3.5 hours on Axpeak south of here. So if you guys left first thing in the morning, you're probably going to, if you were to continue on, you would make it to East Haven by midday, give or take. Bryn Shander is about 6 hours, 5.5, 6 hours, and Goodmead, just in case you want to go back and talk to Roger and the beekeepers, is about 4.5, 5 hours, give or take, from where you are right now.
Now, Caradinaval, does it have healing potions?
It sounds like anything that would. So Caradinaval is a lot like Careco. They're two of like the sort of northern remote towns. There's not a lot there. If you wanted to go into town and try to do an investigation check, you could, but it sounds like everything's kind of shut up or shut down except for like the bare necessities while this turf war is going on.
No worries.
And if you were to ask Alyssa, which is the name of the guard, she would say your best bet is probably East Haven or Bryn Shander if you're looking for potions.
Yeah, I think we go around Dinaval, go to East Haven, check it out, see if there's potions, and then head out to the Barbarians if that's the way that we're planning on going.
Okay, you don't want to investigate the exploding castle thingy?
I mean, if we're going that way, I mean, we can go that way. That's fine.
No,
I don't.
I'm just tossing it out. I could care less.
I was, curious about it myself.
Exploding castle that had flying monkeys coming out of it.
I mean, you're the one who saw it, so like, depending on what your thoughts
are. You doubting me?
Hey, the things that I've seen, I doubt nobody.
Actually, that's a fun campfire story. Is that if with your new party member, you should share the "I almost had a frog jump out of my chest" story one night, just for shits and gigs,
Yeah, and show them my web foot.
Oh, that's right. Your lasting scar, as it were,
and my ring of warmth.
Yes, the fake one. So yeah,
it's not fake.
It is up to you guys what you want to do. The other thing that I will say, I won't make you guys roll to know this. What you do know is that the travel, so all of the tribes, and Kevin Ziada probably knows this better than anybody, but all of the tribes are nomadic. But what you know is at this particular time of year, the bear clan, like I said, usually settles somewhere over here in the foothill area of the spine of the world. That's about a 2 to 3 day trip from East Haven, and that's the shortest route there. On the map, you'll see that there's kind of a road, but it's not really a road. And from what I've read, those aren't really actually roads. They're just, whether they're cracks in the snow or whatever it is, they're like old pathways that you can kind of follow but don't actually exist. But you do know that if you were to set out, it's about a 2 to 3 day travel to the general area to see if you can find them.
They kind of look like riverbeds.
Yeah, they're little ice rivers.
Oh, you know what? Good call. Yeah, because they're flowing into the lake. So yeah.
Not the first time I've been here, guys.
And this is why we have a druid in the party
nature.
now. I didn't have to roll for that, dum-dums. Yeah.
Okay. So here's my 2 cents. I'm believing what the the Rogues Guild, whatever the fuck they're called,
Thieves Guild.
Guild, that they said that they were going to handle it. Let them handle it. I don't think us popping into a situation that's, well underway without any knowledge is going to do any of us any good. I think we should stay on task, at least get to East Haven, at least get the shit we need. If something else goes down by the time we get to East Haven and we change trajectory, then we change trajectory. But just going into the heat of a battle and a castle exploding and flying monkeys, I don't think is a great idea. We know that the flying monkeys are going northeast. So we know the flying monkeys are probably going back to talk to the big bad. So we know that after we do whatever we do, we're probably going to be heading northeast. If we can get these tribes on our side and the bear tribe and whatever, then we can start amassing an army. And nice.
So I just want to do a quick clarification. Northeast is this direction. Northwest, where Oral's Island is this direction. Yep.
Okay. They did travel northeast, correct?
Northeast, which was this way.
Okay. Up there.
Yep.
Right.
Okay.
And we already know that there was potentially some sort of like ice dragon thingy happening over there. I don't know. You guys might have more information about that than I do. So that we can make a big circle. Go to East Haven, collect some of the tribes, and then go kill ourselves an ice dragon.
Wander around the middle of a tundra. What could possibly go wrong? I love this plan. I love it.
Oh, me, we're good.
We have a druid.
Exactly. Find fresh water, food.
Who knew what frozen rivers were on a map, but didn't know east from west. So pluses, minuses.
What makes you say I didn't know east from west?
You literally just explained that you didn't know east from west. But anyways, the big bad, which is to the west. But okay, so you guys are
the big bad is to the west?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought the big bad was to the east.
So somewhere in the sea of moving ice up here is where Oral's abode is, which is this frozen island fortress thing that
I
you
did
guys
not
are part
know
of.
that. Okay.
Right.
Cool.
And then northeast, the things that that are over here is that somewhere way over here is what's known as the Ragged Glacier, right? So there's these ragged barbarian tribes, the bear, the wolf, the elk, the tiger, roam around on this huge glacial place. But that's about all you know about it. But you also know that somewhere over here is where Hrothgar saw on one of the Dwergar maps something that seemed to speak of long dead magic traditions and or cultures.
Okay. All right. So those flying monkeys might be going that way to collect something.
Or just to poop. I mean, maybe they have to poop. Who knows?
They would have pooped right on our heads.
Yeah, they would have been throwing that stuff if they...
Yeah, exactly.
Pooping
Flying monkeys, for Christ's sake.
He's not wrong.
She's not. I can't argue with it. So yeah, I know.
Natured.
Nature every time.
I do find it odd. I do find it odd that she says she's been here before, but didn't know where Oral was.
Oh yeah, no idea.
Just saying.
Listen, if you peel back the layers, you're gonna find some cracks. That's all I'm saying.
I've been literally here before, right where we're standing.
All right, so everybody, well, you remember when you walked by here before, there wasn't a shack with somebody in platform, warm feet shoes.
Right.
So you guys are going to head south to East Haven. Just for shits and gigs, everybody roll me a d20 and tell me what you get. Or, I mean, it'll show up, but you can say it out loud. Oh.
19.
Oh, waste those good rolls. Nice. All right, let me just look at this. Okay, so you guys, it's pretty clear traveling. There's, it's windy, it's blustery, but it's not too brutal. You guys wrap up. You're on your axe beaks, some newly acquired, and you make good time. You actually make it to East Haven in about 3.5 hours. You come down to the crossroads. You'll remember that down right about here, there's like the big sort of 4-way crossroads. You you hang a left because you're heading south, and you get to East Haven. And in East Haven, there's a couple things that you guys are familiar with. Well, maybe not Harvest, but the rest of the party knows that there is the White Lady Inn, which is where you guys had slept the last time you were here. There is also the Wet Trout, which was sort of the rowdy drinking establishment that some of you went into. And you know that like you are on really good terms with the town speaker in here. In fact, if I remember correctly, I think Ziada and the town speaker, she kind of hit it off as far as like there was like a glimmer of kind of recognition of like warrior to warrior when they first started interacting when you guys came here.
Yeah, Arlagath.
Yep, you nailed it. Also, I don't know if everybody can see everybody's journals, but when I was prepping yesterday for this, I noticed that Ziada's journal is fucking hilarious. Because I just looked in there and Kevin's notes about this is an asshole. This person's dead. We might have to kill this person. This one's okay. Or for every location, I just read it and laughed out loud. So I don't know if that's something everybody can look at, but it made me laugh. So
I think that might have to be like edited so that people can see it, but yeah.
It's not a mandate to keep, like, I happened to open it up because I was trying to find something else and I was like, oh, this is pretty up to date. And then I just started laughing when I was reading. I wanted to say thanks for giving me a laugh with that. So, but yes, so you guys are in East Haven, and Novakri, if you want to try to find healing potions, roll me a percentile die first. Like a D100, basically. Okay. What are you trying to find? And I will tell you what you can find. So what's your list?
I am just looking for potions of healing. That is all I'm looking for, really.
All right. You can find when you're I don't know what you have for money, so I'm going to give you some rough stuff. You can find 3 moderate heals, and you can find 9 standard healing potions. So whatever you would like to purchase from that, deduct cash, take what you want.
So 3 moderate, is that the 44 plus 4?
That is the 44 plus 4, but I believe it's, 150 gold for those?
Yep.
Yep.
I'll take them all.
Wait, all the moderates and all the regulars, or just all the moderates?
Moderates and the regulars, although I'm going to have to get a loan from my compatriots.
I don't have any money.
She does. She just doesn't want to share.
A druid.
Yeah, I'm just. So how much is it all completely?
So it's 450 for the moderates, and then the 9s would be
450. Or 450
9
for those.
Yeah, nine times 50.
That would be 450 as well.
Yeah, so it would be 900 total for everything.
Yeah. How much you got?
Right now, I've got 106 in just straight gold.
Don't you guys have some gems and other stuff too?
Yeah, we've got a crap load. I just want to get it from them.
I just want them to pay for it so I can keep my gems. That's all.
No, I don't. All that stuff went into the team pot. I just have 106 for my own use.
All right.
Also, because you guys are heading out,
I paid for all of that. So.
Oh, cool. Just things to consider. I know you guys all have, well, with the exception of Harvest, I'm not sure. Everybody has 2 sets of winter gear, like winter warm gear. I think everybody at this point, again, I don't know with Harvest. Harvest may have some abilities. Have crampons, or did you guys not buy those yet?
No, we bought them.
Yeah.
All right.
We got them.
I feel you guys did buy them. Okay. And then the third thing is, remember that if you're setting out, you're going to have to take like food and rations and stuff like that. And so before you spend before you spend all your stuff and things, you may want to consider doing that. That's all.
Just got nature,
What are
right?
crampons?
So crampons are like metal spikes that you can tie to your boots, so that if all of a sudden you come to icy terrain or slippery surfaces, or like steep slopes, it doesn't turn into difficult terrain for you. There are some things that are magical that it won't help on, but for the most part, when you get to like ice, wherever it is, crampons you can strap on, and then it's not difficult terrain for you anymore.
Gotcha. Does everybody have one set of those? I don't have those.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should get some extra warm gear and one of those as well.
I have 10 days worth of rations, and I can find food and water. I have a climber's kit. I have an explorer's pack. I have a hunting trap. I have traveler's clothes, and I have 2 sets of cold weather gear. And a wooden flute.
I think the crampons are like a gold maybe or something like that. Like I don't think they're that expensive.
Did you have the ability? I thought you had the ability to like create food as well.
No, that's a cleric thing. No, I cannot create food, but I can find it. Food that's reasonable to find within the terrain that you're in. So obviously, if we're like in a lush forest, then you're going to have a whole lot more stuff. But in this terrain, it's essentially meat. I can acquire meat and clean water somehow. I'm assuming with the snow and fire.
You pick up snow, melt it in your hands, and you say, "Open your mouth."
Right. So I mean, we're going keto while we're up here, guys.
You guys are going to be ripped by the time you get to the bear tribe.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Rations. What do I have for that? All right, so I've got 15.
Oh, I'm lying. I'm sorry. Nope. I can't create water. I can just create berries that heal. Never mind.
I imagine everybody in the party looks and you go, "We can all create water. It's called peeing."
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, if we think it's gonna be 2 days, like I said, I've got rations. Oh, actually, these rations are for a day. Okay, because I've got 15 rations. So, I mean, and if you've got 10, and these are supposed to last a day, we should be good even with just that.
Yeah, even if it was like a 4-day trek back and forth, you would be like you'd. I mean, think about that. Like you'd have like one for each day. So like a day for the group is 4 rations. Another day is 4 rations. So now we're at 8. A third day we're at 12. Another day now somebody's not eating, kind of thing. So that's why I'm saying
together we have 25 days worth of rations.
Just with the 2 of us.
For the 2 of us, exactly.
Yeah.
And what I do is I just kind of keep my rations because they're kind of dried meats and dried fruits and stuff and tack. So I keep my rations and I try to find food. So I only go into the rations if I need to. If for some reason I'm not able to acquire us fresh food.
And I just picked up extra rations, so I've got 10 rations.
Nice. Okay, very cool. So I think you guys are set. And I also, unless this game goes on for like a year, and a year from now you guys are like, I pull out my rations. Your rations keep. Like I'm not gonna worry about that. It would be pretty funny though. A year from now you're like, yeah, so I've got this like moldy, dust covered ration. I'm good. Yeah, I'm fine. My constitution's a +1. I'm fine. But no,
then we start arguing game time versus real time.
You know what? 100%. Shut up. I'm kidding. You're right.
Just once we all die from food poisoning, we'll just all make monks that don't have to eat.
Ever. Yeah, we just have diamond bodies. That's all. Okay, so you guys get. Is there any? Before I say anything else, does anybody else want to try to shop or get anything else in each?
Oh, crampons. I was just trying to see if I'm not affected by fucked up terrain, and I'm not finding anything that says that I'm not. So I want crampons.
I think once you get like Woodland Stride, I don't know what level you get that, but I know that's a ranger thing, but I think it's between rangers and druids. That's when it doesn't affect you at all.
Yeah,
But
I was looking for more like a natural ability, not a spell.
oh no,
Um,
no, I thought that was something you got, but whatever. Yeah.
Yes,
So
yes, I don't have it yet.
all right, so if you're gonna get crampons, I think you have to ask for another loan, right? Because you're broke, or are you gonna be like, oh hey, I do have money. I got
No, I
money.
don't have any money. I'm not asking for a loan. I'm asking to be given fees for crampons
I'm
or
not
some.
paying that. I'm not paying this back. I'm not
No,
paying
no,
this
no,
back at
no.
all.
I don't do loans. I don't do credit.
As a druid, these are foreign concepts to me. I
Yeah,
don't need to consider them.
I will feed you for the next days. Just keep me alive.
This is a very quid pro quo relationship. Yes. Okay. So does anybody lend her like the gold or the one gold or crampons, or do you go, you know what, druid, enough's enough?
No, she can have it.
Sweet. Thanks. You're the best.
All right, cool. All right, so you guys have your stuff. By the time you finish shopping, it's probably like towards the end, like it's getting towards late afternoon, early evening. Do you guys want to crash in East Haven, or do you want to just set out now?
We can crash in East Haven.
Yeah, better not to travel the day. At
All
night.
right. And you guys, like I said, you're sort of, well, Harvest, you're finding that you're in good company when it comes to local celebrity, because the folks that are at the White Lady Inn remember the party and are like 100% like, no, oh my God, you guys have come back, thank you so much. They like put you guys up, give you dinner, etc. The local townsfolk come to like talk with you, and you can tell like people are showing up trying to like get stories from you, and then they're running out and they're going to go back over to the wet trout and just sort of retell all the tales that you guys have told about what you've done and what you've accomplished. So night descends, and during the night, I need Novakri to give me a Constitution save.
What?
Nope.
That's not great. So Novakri, you are plagued with a horrible, horrible nightmare in which it starts with this image of this bright, burning light, and you kind of get pulled away from it. And as you're pulled away from it, you see it shooting across the sky, and all of a sudden it plummets into what looks like mountains. And as it hits you, there's like this plume of light and smoke and explosion. It's all silent. And as that happens, there's this shrill shriek of a cry, like that seems to want to like split your eardrums apart. And you wake up, and it's morning time, and you are down 6 hit points.
Damn.
Man.
But that being said, people do what they will, and you guys set off to find.
Well, is it noticeable that Novakri's hurt?
I don't know, Novakri. What do you do? What do you think this manifests as?
Oh, gotta make me think here. Maybe scratching at my head. Nails through the scalp or something.
Very meth head,
Oh.
kind of like just can't stop scratching at the surface. Yes.
No, just trying to get the image out of my head. Hey, it's better than scratching at my eyeballs.
That's true. You need those. Those are important. Yes. So yeah. So you see that Novakri seems a little out of sorts. She's not. She's not crazy or like bedraggled or whatever. She just looks a little worse from aware. She wakes.
I talked to her a little bit and try to find out what happened. Normally, I'm all healed up after a sleep.
I just explain the dream,
Huh.
which is highly unusual because my race doesn't typically dream. So
Oh.
this is something unusual.
Okay. I'm gonna
And-
okay.
And the experience for you, Novakri, was akin to what like we in the not forgotten realms would call a lucid dream, right? Where it almost felt like you were watching a movie that you were in. It didn't feel so much like, like an out of body experience or something like that.
Yeah, which is completely odd no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Usually Nobakri doesn't dream.
I am, as she tells me this, or after she tells me this, and I see the concern in her eyes, I'm going to wave my hand over her forehead and do a,
And slap her.
yeah. Get yourself together, bitch. I'm going to do a cure wounds.
Well, we know
You
who the
wouldn't be the
hardcore
first.
mom of the party is. Okay.
You wouldn't be the first.
So I'm going to do a cure wounds on her, and I am looking it up to see what it is.
40 hit points. You are
Yeah,
really good at
40
cure.
hit points at level 1. Creature you touch regains a number of hit points equal to 1d8 plus your spell casting ability modifier. Okay. So. Ugh. Roll a 1.
Hey, I was only missing 6, so I'm happy.
I know, but still, I hate rolling ones.
Well, you got it out of the way. Now you don't have to worry about it.
Exactly.
All right. So you guys set out, and because this is a multi-day trip, we gotta do some random encounters, and so I'd like everybody to roll a d8 for me, and just call out what you get.
2.
Eight.
All right, cool. Let me consult with the chart. All right, so you guys made it through your first day. It's starting to. You've been traveling for some like 8 to 10 hours, depending upon like how much you want to push the day. It's starting to like the darkness is starting to set in. The sun, again, to remind you guys, which never comes above the horizon line because of the magics that Oral casts every night, is starting to slip back down. The shadows are starting to grow longer. The coldness is starting to sink in that much more. Are you guys going to set up the tent that you have in the past, or do you guys have a tent? Because, or did Loki take that when he left with everything?
Let me just check and see.
I'm not going to be a bitch with that. Like, I'm just going to say you guys have the tent. I'm not going to, like, it would make no sense that Loki would, well, it would be funny, but I don't think
Right.
Loki would have left. I also don't think if you guys were, like, spending that much time shopping, that someone in the party wouldn't have been like, oh shit, we need a tent. So
Somebody go back, get a whole shitload of dimes.
just turn around and go back.
Excellent.
I love that movie. It's one of my favorites.
Yes, my favorite summertime movie. Oh shit, we need a tent.
No, please,
Camping without a tent?
So
please tell me you've seen Blazing Saddles.
yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just thought it would be funny to say it like I did. But so yeah. So you guys travel, and you guys are setting up tent. You're setting up camp, correct? That's what the plan is right now. Or were you guys just going to try to push through the night and see what happens?
Well, we get screwed either way, so.
Yeah, I don't like being fatigued out in this climate. I
Yeah.
definitely am voting hunker down through the night.
Resting.
Night.
Because
Oh,
there's good and bad to both, but the exhaustion is screw that. So
I find it like interesting that like exhaustion in D&D is like super not that bad until like the third day you push yourself, and then you might as well be dead. It's like day 1, yeah, you can get by. Day 2, yeah, you can get by. Day 3, you're fucked. You're nothing works anymore. You're toast. There's it's not a slow build. It's like meh. Oh god. But just to make sure that you guys find like a decent place that's got like a windbreak, and maybe you're out of like some of the direct like winds or storms that can blow through, why don't you have your druid roll a survival check, or Jen, roll a survival check, and anybody who wants to aid, if you're trained in survival, can.
I'll aid.
All right.
Okay.
Remember, aid is just roll your check with your modifier, and if you get a 10 or better, Navaku, you definitely did, +2 to Jen's roll.
Oh, okay. So I'm not rolling an advantage. Got it.
Yep. Rothgar got a 10, so you have a +4, and so a 24. Yeah, with a 24, a 20, and then 4. Find like a nice spot where there's it's not so much trees as sort of like they were trees, but like the weight of snow and everything has bent them over, but it creates a break against what seems to be the prevailing wind, and so you can sort of set that up so that you guys can have as comfortable a night's sleep in the tent as you can. What are you guys going to do tonight as far as watches? Is everybody just going to sleep 8 hours and hope for the best, or what are you doing?
I only need 4 hours of meditation, so I'm fine to do a couple of watches actually.
I can do a watch. I'm not too excited to go back to sleep anytime soon.
Okay, all right. All right. So it sounds like between the two of them that they could literally do all of the watches that you guys need to get like sleep. But does that sound good, or do you want to break it up differently?
I'm good with whatever. I can take a watch if need be.
Yeah, if Harvest needs 2, that'll give the normal sleepers, Hrothgar and Ziada, the chance to get their 6 hours, and then if Novakri's not even sleeping, if I understood correctly.
I think
Novakri's not going to sleep right away.
No, I think no. Yeah, okay. I think Novakri said they would take a watch, but they weren't excited about sleeping again.
Yeah, fair. Okay.
So I mean, if Novakri wants to take first watch, I can take second and third.
That sounds fine to me.
Okay, so Harvest. Everybody kind of hunkers down. Do you stay outside the tent to keep watch as it gets dark, or do you stay in the tent? In the tent, there's like some. I believe that there's like a way to keep like not a fire so much, but like an area of warmth to keep people warm and whatnot.
What I do when I'm keeping watch is I have like a thick leather tarp that I unroll, and I get our axe beaks all nice and sitting down on that leather tarp, and I sit square in the middle of their butts. And I take my watches from.
So fun fact: axe beaks have the worst flatulence of any creature in the Forgotten Realms. And
I have no problems with that.
You are going to be really stinky when you go back in.
It'll help me to keep the little hot coals burning.
You're like, if only I could put farts in shoes, I'd have my own warm feet burn.
She's a druid.
So yeah. Could I bottle?
She just invented those pump-up shoes.
Yeah, they're called harvest pumps instead of Reebok pumps. Yeah. So as you're doing that, what did you just roll? Was that a perception check? What did you just roll?
Survival was the last thing I had me roll.
Okay. Yep. I'm sorry. That's right. For some reason it went away and then it came back up on the screen. So okay. So as you're on first watch, give me a perception check.
First watch is me.
And the Valkyrie was first watch.
Oh,
but-
I'm sorry. All right, so not you, Dolan. Novakri, you're up first. Are you outside the tent in the fart circle of Axe Speaks, or are you in the tent? What are you doing?
That technically hasn't been made yet.
That's why I'm asking if she's doing it as well.
I think I'm going to spend kind of half in, half out because I can't stay 2 hours outside.
Okay, all right. Give me a perception check for your watch. Wow. So your watch goes pretty uneventfully, but as it sort of starts to reach the time when you will be planning on kind of giving Harvest a nudge and say, all right, you're up, you start to hear a tapping
Not again.
on the outside of the tent, but like soft, almost like if somebody were taking like little sticks and going like on the outside of the tent.
Do they sound like something a Chewinga might do?
Give me an check.
A what check?
Intelligence check. Or intelligence save, whatever is better for you. These sound exactly like what you think a Chewinga would be doing.
Okay, so I'm going to go slowly around the tent to verify.
All right, so you pop open the tent and you look out, and you kind of look one side, and there doesn't appear to be anything. And then when you go around to the other side, you hear like the sound that you've heard before of like the little feet like in the snow. And you come around, and this one looks a little different than the Chewingas you've sort of come in contact with. This one, rather than like having the smooth, rounded head, it's much more angular, like harsh angles, almost like a piece of stone that was broken off. But the body is really smooth, but most of the body is wrapped in. It looks like almost like mock bark armor. It looks like the Chewinga has taken pieces of bark and has affixed him to themselves or itself to make it look like, and I mean like gauntlets, greaves, everything. And the Chewinga kind of like its head turns towards you and puts its hands up almost like I surrender, and then points at you, and then takes its hands and rubs its shoulders, and then kind of gives you like the universal like shrug.
So he's probably hungry and cold. He's probably cold.
It looks at you. Did you say that out loud, or you're just like talking in your head?
Well, the first things first. Can he sense that I have that Chewinga boon still on me? I haven't used any charges of it.
No, it can't.
Damn it. So, I'll say it out loud. So, hi there, little guy. Are you cold?
It kind of like looks at you and then does like the rub the shoulders again, and then it turns and it's got these really like almost grossly elongated thumbs and gives you a double thumbs up.
Okay, so I'm going to extend my hand and see if he'll take it to lead him into the tent.
Its head again. There's no eyes. There's just this like jagged face, and like some of the Chewingas have like a weird spiral that's drawn on it. This one has like a triangle with a triangle inside of it, and it kind of like cocks its head to one side, and then like rather than take your hand, it like puts a long spindly finger up and touches your hand, and then kind of does the like scoot thing, like, and then points back to you, as in like, you go, you first.
Yeah, so I'm not going to close my hand. I'm just going to kind of let the finger rest on the palm, but I'm going to gently move towards the tent.
It follows. It moves with you.
Okay, I'm gonna lead it into the tent where it's warm.
It sees you, it looks in the tent, it sees like the sleeping people. It like when again it sees like there's this face that like looks in, looks at you, looks in, looks at you, looks in, and then runs in and sits by like the warm coals in the center, and you see it kind of like grabs itself and just sits there, and then kind of like goes like sort of like rests for a second.
Okay, so I am going to go to Dolan since it's about her time anyways, and just gently shake her awake.
Don't freak
And
out. There's a
don't
scary spindle doll in the tent with us.
that I let in here.
I let in here. It's gonna eat your soul later. It's fine.
But basically, so she doesn't wake up and that type of thing. So just let her know that's in here. It's cool for right now.
Don't come in later. It's gonna be fucked later. Okay. So, okay, you wake Dolan up. Harvest. What are you doing? Like you just sort of get up. Like what's happening?
I am definitely going to inquire about this thing that is in the tent. I recognize it as an animal.
No, it's more of an elemental spirit.
Ah,
So Chewingas, and it's like Chiwinga, Chewinga, Winga. They they're like spiritual, like these sort of like elemental spirit beings that are like these little people that they kind of look like a humanoid shape, but they're not, apart from just sort of the bipedal two-arm structure of them. They have no face. Their faces are usually either smooth or rocky or something, and they have a weird design that's always either traced on or it's part of their nature that's there. And they tend to dwell almost like what's the Japanese term for like spirits in the woods or the water? Oh, come on. Shinto. They're kind of like a Shinto spirit in the sense that like places that are connected to nature and thereby maybe connected to some sort of element that goes with it, whether that is like wood, water, earth, sky, metal, rock kind of thing. They dwell there because that's where they feel the most connection to like everything.
right. And I can tell by looking at this that it's like an element of wood.
This one looks more stone than anything.
Oh, stone. Okay.
Also,
Okay.
it's got a big blunt, and it's like yes,
It's stoned.
yep.
Cool. I'm gonna look at it and be like, yo, puff puff pass, man.
Oh, Shaggy.
Again, it doesn't have a mouth or eyes, which is really weird because how is it just smoking a joint? And it turns its head towards you and just shakes it. No, no, you don't
He
get
said
that.
no? Wow. I've never met a stoner like that. Okay. I'm gonna go out the tent.
While she's doing that, I'm going to reach into my pack and pull out like the tunic of my second warm outfit, and offer it to the Chewinga.
Wait, what are you taking out of your pack? I'm sorry.
Like the tunic of my extra set of cold weather clothes.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it sees you doing that, and it puts up its hands like a pump the brake kind of thing, and it points to its like bark armor, and it kind of like struts around like pointing at itself like and then points at the fire and gives you the double thumbs up again.
So not on the first date.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Never on the first date.
So basically, it's okay. He just, all he wants really right now is the fire.
Yep. He if you remember, I think we talked about this a little bit before that like the Chewingas actually are super interested in all humanoids and what their cultures are, and they try to like appropriate things, but they're like Ariel from the Little Mermaid, where they're like, oh, this is a comb when it's a fork kind of thing. And so like when you guys first met them back in, I forget what town it was that you were in, they were like doing a mock dinner, but they weren't actually eating anything. They were just like, we're gonna do what the people do because we want to see what this is about. So this little guy or girl or them or they or whatever it identifies as was just sort of like you guys just set up a tent in the middle of my backyard. I want to know what's up with this. And so like you're all in there because I'm guessing you're warm, so I want to be warm too. So let's do this. Also, it's the first date, so keep your clothes on.
No, not the first guy.
If you don't try, you don't know. I mean, all
We're
right.
all
So
adults.
yeah. Ziada doesn't even open her eyes. She's just like, we're all adults. She goes back to sleep.
So
all right.
I trust the Chewinga completely. So I'm gonna kind of curl up in my own little space and drift off in trouble sleep.
In full disclosure, there is the possibility of evil Chewingas, but per the description of Chewingas themselves, it is literally like the smallest percentile you could think of. They're just like unless you purposely hurt them, they only hold a grudge against the people that hurt them. They don't like carry it over kind of thing. All right, so you're gonna go to sleep. Harvest is gonna go sit in the Axebeak fart circle. Finally,
Yes.
the fans wanted it. It's gonna happen. Novakri though, but as you fall asleep, I would like you to give me a Constitution save.
Son of a bitch.
Second,
You you pass the night with no dreams and no ill repercussions. Harvest, were you taking like the next 2 watches basically because you got your 4 hours in effectively?
Yes. Yes.
All right, so give me 1 perception check and we'll call that for both of them.
$22.
22. All right. So you guys pass the night amongst the Axebeaks. Periodically, like one rustles or moves around a little, but they stay kind of just like sled dogs, kind of packed together for warmth and heat. They prefer to be outside than inside the tent. And dawn starts to break across the eastern horizon. The sun starts to rise up. There's always that glimmer of hope that maybe today it will actually break above the horizon line, but sure enough, it does not. Everyone starts to rouse, and you have made it through your first night. What do you guys do? Do you continue east towards the foothills, towards the Cave Bear clan?
I start packing up.
yeah. First, I look at the Chewinga and say, "Sorry, little guy, we gotta pack up and get going."
By the time everybody wakes up, I have a rabbit on a spit over a fire for breakfast.
Okay, all right. You might just roll me a survival check to make sure you didn't like cut your hand while you're. But
Okay. 15.
yeah, no doubt. I mean, maybe you know what? With a 15, I'll give you 2 rabbits. How about that?
Perfect.
He's generous like that, isn't he?
Yeah.
Just wait. I'll take it away. Don't worry. So yeah. So you guys wake up. You have some breakfast rabbit because breakfast rabbit. And what do you guys like? Next day is just continue. Copy paste repeat kind of thing.
All right, but before we can have breakfast rabbit, is it rabbit season?
Of course it is. There's a duck that's posting signs everywhere.
That was gonna be my next question.
What's the Chewinga doing? Has it disappeared while we were sleeping?
No. As you guys kind of break camp, the Chewinga kind of looks at all of you. Rothgar and Ziada, as you get up, you see one of these weird things that's just sort of standing there, and you're like, "Oh, another one of those things." Maybe Navakri gave you a heads up. Maybe she didn't. I don't know. And as that is, and the Chewinga kind of looks, gives both of you a wave, and then gives you this sort of Italian salute, slap the bicep and fist pump, sort of and then turns around, and as it walks out, it stops and looks back at the four of you because it's kind of in and out, and it's like eeny, meeny, miny, mo. And it points at Rothgar and walks up to Rothgar and tugs on like your pant leg, and asks and like makes a motion with its palm, like it opens its palm and points at you as if it wants you to open your palm.
All right, so I'll open my palm.
All right, so you open your palm, and it like touches the inner. It takes its finger, this long, creepily long finger, touches the inner triangle, which like changes to a yellow, and then touches the outer triangle that's painted on its face, which turns blue, and then it touches your hand, and you feel a surge of magic energy. Roll a D8 and tell me what you get, please.
A D8.
A D8. Don't roll an 8; you're gonna die.
2.
A 2. You receive the Charm of Bounty. This charm has 3 charges. As an action, you can expend one of the charm's charges to cast Create Food and Water spell, requiring no components. Once all its charges have expended, this charm vanishes from you.
How many
And
charges did you say?
3. So you can do that 3 times. You can cast with no sort of like anything. You can cast Create Food and Water, the spell Create Food and Water. It would be cast at whatever the lowest level is that can be cast that spell, just in case it's like a multi-level spell. And yeah, that's what you get. It and the Chewinga kind of looks at all of you, gives you like a salute, a double thumbs up, and then kind of gives everybody the double middle finger, but in like a fun way, like ooh, and then it runs out the door.
Is that
I
what a
don't think
fun
that-
double middle finger sounds like?
I imagine if a fun middle finger had a sound effect, it's exact sound.
I don't think that means what you think it means.
Maybe Novakri more than anyone else is like, who did the Chewinga meet before us that said that was the thing? Like what?
Loki.
maybe it met Loki. Who knows?
On the way when he was on his way to
he was bringing the
the
colony back.
Yeah.
That's actually really fun to think about. All right, so you guys are gonna continue moving towards the cave bear tent, or the cave bear tribe, I should say. I don't know if I said tent, and you got another day's travel in front of you. So everybody roll me a what did I say? It was a D8, right? Yep, D8. Yep, everybody roll me a D8. Okay. Okay, so you guys start to press on. And you're getting more and more towards the foothills at this point. So let me go back. I was on a different map, so let me go back here. So you guys, just for say like first night, you maybe made it right about here. As you guys make it here with the goal of maybe making it to the fork in this river, this frozen river, thank you, Druid, by nightfall tonight, cloud banks start to come up over the horizon in the sky, and everything starts to darken again. As of right now, because I went back and looked at everybody's character sheet, everybody with the exception of Rothgar has dark vision, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Because Novakri was the one who took the goggles of night, or whatever it was that you guys found when you fought the water weed, right?
Correct.
Okay, good. I wanted to make sure I had that right. So, as you guys are sort of like moving your way here, by the time that you get right here, trees have started to populate again. Like they're starting to pop out because maybe the windbreak from the mountains has not allowed like the snow buildup to bend them over. And so you guys are starting to work your way through, not huge trees, but like maybe like the top like 20 feet of trees. Like these things must be huge when the snowpack is not there, but they're still protruding out of it. And so with that, the shadows are starting to grow darker and longer. And I'd like everybody to give me actually, what is everybody's passive perception check?
17.
17.
15.
All right, 15. Rothgar, what was yours?
I'm having technical difficulties at the moment. Give me a second.
No problem.
His
No
is
problem.
a 13, though, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. All right. All of
Yes.
you, if it's a
13.
all right, if it's a 13 or higher, all of you hear what sounds like laughter starting to come through the trees. For those who did not die in Lonelywood, sorry to bring up a touchy point, it is not the maniacal laughter that you heard there. It's not like this deep, disembodied thing. It sounds like it sounds like somebody who's hysterical. That's what it sounds like, but it sounds like it's coming from multiple sources and it's closing in on you guys fast.
Oh, dear.
And with that, I think I'm going to have to
Weapons
bring
out.
you guys to a map. I think we're going to have to go to a map and we're going to have to roll for some initiative.
I'm gonna run out real quick. I'll be right back. Here's my initiative roll.
Your character died.
Yep.
No. What is your what was it, Harvest? Oh, 10. Okay, got it. Nice. Good.
Yeah, I'm going tomorrow.
Ziada, what was your total? Was it 16?
No. The first one was a 5. I just rolled that one to put me on the turn order.
Oh, okay. I'm just sort of. All right. And Rothgar, that's at 20. Nice.
There you go.
There you go, buddy. I mean, that's. I like how you're upset.
Someone.
Going
No,
first.
because it
Son of
didn't
a
go
bitch.
into the turn order. I gotta
Alright,
try and
so
fix that.
I'm going to, you know what? I'm not gonna make this difficult. So we're just gonna go boom. Boom. Oh, I am gonna make this difficult. I gotta go back here. Boom, boom, boom.
Back.
Oh, you just in back, just as we got all TP keyed.
Nice. Wow, that was quick.
You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, and so we're gonna go. I'm gonna just put dots on these guys. Orange. Pink. Yellow. I know this is going to screw up like keeping track of stuff and things, but this is the best way that. So what's really fun is I thought that I had done this earlier today. Apparently, no. They're like, no, you did not. You did not do this at all. You didn't do this at all.
This didn't happen.
Yeah. Did you think you saved what you did? No, you didn't. You're dumb. You are really dumb. You're really dumb.
I'm seeing a circle and only half of it is filled with a map. Is that okay?
So you are seeing, I hope you are seeing yourself right there.
Yes.
Yes. And you're seeing maybe out to about right here.
Yes.
That is what your 60 feet of dark vision is giving you right now.
Okay.
The rest of the map, yeah.
And then this, is this like a wall or because?
Is what a wall? Sorry. Can you click on it so I can see what you're talking about?
I am trying to, and nothing's happening.
Are you on the right like select mode in Roll20?
Select mode.
If you want to ping, make sure you click and hold the area.
Ah, cool. So from here to here is a white blank grid.
Yeah, that's just sort of off map because I only have the map on so much of the actual grid of the
So
page.
we are on the edge of the map.
Correct. Like you guys just walked in from right there.
Gotcha.
I almost have this ready. Sorry about that. And okay, so let's put this in a turn order. And no, let's go descending. All right, and so Rothgar, you are up first. What do? You hear this like almost like I can't say chittering, but like almost like childlike, but also like just crazy person laughing coming from several sources in the distance, but closing fast.
I'm just gonna, I guess, ready myself.
Okay. Just out of curiosity, what languages does everybody speak?
I speak Common, Druidic, Elvish, Giant, and Sylvan.
Okay.
Yeah, Celestial, Common, Gith, Quarry.
Okay. All right.
Orvish, Elvish, and Undercommon.
I think
All
all
right.
mine were covered. Giant, Elvish,
Okay, all right.
Celestial.
All right. So Rothgar, in that case, you don't understand anything besides like this chittering laughter that's going on. What do you do?
I
Remember-
told you I'm readying myself for attack.
I like to think that maybe you commit Harry Carry, but okay, sure, that's fine.
Yeah, but we don't care what you think.
That's it hurts, but it's true. All right. In that case, you out of the darkness, an arrow comes slicing towards you, and I got this is so because it's this dude, we're gonna do this. Here we go. Oh, that's probably not gonna hit at all. And so an arrow like goes like right by you, and it seems to have come from this general direction this way.
Bastards.
The direction that's off the map.
No, directly south of you guys, like almost in a straight line south.
Okay, because I saw a double click to the east.
Sorry, like this right here.
Okay.
Okay, so Rothgar went, and then it goes to I don't know
Well,
why
I delayed.
Rothgar. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Yes, you delayed. Is there something that you would like to do after that, or do you want to do something?
No, I'm just waiting.
Okay.
Defensive position.
Okay.
Delayed meaning you're holding your action? No.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna go right here, and another arrow comes flying out of the darkness towards you. Oh, maybe. Yes.
Towards who?
No. Towards Rothgar.
Yeah, that hits.
No, I'm sorry. Actually, no, I'm sorry. I don't have line of sight on Rothgar. Towards Ziada. I thought this was Rothgar. That's clearly Ziada. Nay. All right. So like this one like clings off like one of like your I forget what they're called on a set of armor, like the shoulder kind of protectors, but it's like and just bounces off like it's like it was on mark, but your armor was just too tight for it. All right. All right, so this guy's gonna go. It's going to happen there. And it is Harvest's turn.
Okay.
Harvest, you start to hear, everybody starts to hear, I shouldn't say just, at this point, you start to hear, besides like that chittering laughter, you start to hear something that almost sounds like barking, like a dog, but a dog kind of growled yip commanding to other dogs.
Cool. This tree, how tall is that?
Which tree? Can you click on it? That tree's maybe goes up like 20 feet, 30 feet. And then these are kind of like just quick thickets of like smaller trees.
Okay. And this?
That's like 3 smaller trees together. Again,
Okay.
the max height on these is 20, 25, maybe 30 feet.
Okay. I want to climb that tree. I'm going to try to go.
Whoa. Give me an athletics check. Come on.
Athletics check. All right. But I do have climber's gear, so I'll just
Did you take it out?
I took one of the parts out that's helping me climb.
just roll. Tell me what you got.
The part that she needs.
Yeah, grab what I needed.
Exactly. I just grabbed what I need.
A 10. Yeah, it's pretty easy. It's pretty like it's like the top branches of the tree. They're sparse enough that you're just like you get up to the top like a squirrel. Good job. But that was an action and a move. Do you have a bonus action you want to do?
No, I don't want to do a bonus action. I'm just going to be on the lookout for these things. So when I have line of sight, I'm gonna ready my longbow.
I'm going to say you can pull your longbow out. You can't ready an action because you've already used an action for this turn. But you can get ready to have
pull it out.
Yes. You can get ready to use it next turn. Yes.
Exactly.
Okay. Cool. Okay. I'll figure out which one this is because they're all fucking different. All right. This one, and this one is going to fire at Rothgar. Not a hit. That sucks. Oh my god, these guys could be so much better, but they're not.
Only as good as their roll.
They're just gnolls.
They're just gnolls. I mean, they're just gnolls. Shit. This guy is going to go over here. And Ziada, it's going to fire at you.
Scavengers.
Yeah, nope. It's 11. And then there's one more that's moving at the same point in initiative with this. And you guys don't know where it went. I'm just going to do this. I mean, you don't know where any of these guys are right now, but like you guys hear, like, if you're really listening, I'm not going to make you checks, but those of you who have like really good passive perceptions, you hear like the light padding of paws, and all of a sudden Rothgar is like, "Knowles!" Rothgar, it's almost back to your turn if there's something you want to do, but it is Ziada's turn right now. Ziada, you know that arrows have been shot at you from right here. Rothgar, you know arrows have been shot at you from right there.
Arrow.
All right. So I move up. That is
I'm going to say you kind of like passively noticed that there was one over here, but you definitely see 2 and 2 right there.
Yeah. So that was my move. What I'll do is check this. No, actually select it. All right, cool. So I'm going to bonus action cast Shield of Faith on myself and then dash and get right there.
Okay.
And
all right, cool. All right. Novakri, your turn.
Oh, is it dawn already?
Yeah, one of the gnolls, Don, is like, "How did you know my name?" No, it is not Don already.
And I can't see anything, anybody.
I will say that it sounds like as you heard Ziada rush up it sounded like she got into engagement immediately, whether she shouted something out or not. So,
And Ziada, you went straight south?
this general direction.
Yep. Like,
Okay,
Like straight south would be this way, so maybe southwest.
yeah,
is
there's
how
a
she went.
cliff, but like, you saw me go into like the open area.
okay.
And Ziada, you see that this like cliff area right here is maybe like 5-10 feet up. Like you could easily climb up, and
Oh,
it might
okay.
take like a space or two of movement, but it's not anything that's
All right, cool.
like daunting.
All right.
Okay, well, now I can see things.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say that as you rushed in there, I'm gonna tell you the same thing. There was a dude over here that maybe you noticed with your passive perception, just sort of like around the corner. There are 2 people that clearly Ziada engaged with, and there are another 2 that are over here.
Okay. Just a second. I am going to do a vicious mockery on that guy.
On that guy. All right, let's do a. It is a wisdom save, correct?
Correct.
All right. 17. Nothing.
Okay, he's mocked, just not viciously.
He's marked, just not successfully. All right. I will say,
It's not vicious
Rothgard.
enough.
Rothgard, do you want to try to do something before it's your turn? Because you had ready to. You basically got ready if anything came out. Was there anything that you wanted to just buff yourself with or whatever before it's your turn? I'll give you that if you want.
I was just gonna move.
I'll give you your movement if you want to move, and then we'll make it your turn. Oh my god, he's attacking Novakri.
Well, he better get prepared to be mocked.
You gonna get mocked, fool. All right. So you moved. I'll say that was the action that you used, and now it is your. What do you want to do? As I told Ziada or Kevin or Key Ziada, Ziakin, I don't know. This will use up like 1 or 2 squares of movement. I'll say coming up this uses up 2 squares of movement, but you can get up it without having to difficult terrain or anything like that.
This?
Yeah, this ridge line that you see right here is somewhere between 5 and 10 feet up. So it'll be 1, 2 for your move. So if you're 1, 2, 3, 4 for squares kind of thing.
Okay. Just put me right on top. And now I can start to see some of these sons of bitches.
But I think you put yourself in exactly a square where everybody's just outside your range.
Oh no. Come on. I can strike him.
All right, I'm gonna give him a little bit of coverage just because you're striking down at an angle and you're not right at the edge of it. But sure, you can take a swing at him. You can take a swing at him. Sure.
Well, technically, wouldn't that be 2 swings at him?
Oh, I mean, yeah. Oh, yes, you're right. An 11 is not a hit. But you got another swing. Swing, bada, bada. And yes, I remember it's a 12. I know. But a 16 with a little bit of... Wait. Is it a 17 because you got a +1? Or is it the +1 to damage?
Wait, I think it's the +1 to hit because of the distance. It's a... Because that includes the regular +1, but then it has like that weird...
That's right. That's right. So this is a 17. If it's a 17, that is a hit with the cover I gave him.
So it's, well, I have to double check because, like I said, it's.
I know I gave you a weird weapon with weird rules, but it's also it was like when I read it out. Yeah, I'll let him figure this out. But this sounds cool.
Okay, Fickle Fortune. All right, more than 5 feet. Target is more than 5 feet. Units they get a +1 bonus to the attack roll. Yep.
All right, so it is a 17. So it's 17 hits, and do you get an additional +1 to the damage, or is it just straight 9?
No, that's just 9. That I believe includes the +1 for it being a +1 weapon.
All right, and I'm going to tell you, because he already has a dot on him, because that's the only way I'm remembering who is now, he's almost bloodied. That was a huge hit on this guy. Is there anything else you're going to do on your turn? I don't think you can do the follow-up butt strike at this range, right? Yep.
I cannot.
Okay. Are you going to burn your action surge? I mean, use it. Just get it done. Get it done.
No, wise ass. I'm not going to burn my action.
Okay.
But I am going to use a superiority die.
Oh, shit. Oh, some extra damage. All right. Or are you doing like a thing with it? Like, are you doing just damage, or are you doing like an actual like combat maneuver with it?
Well, the damage is part of it, but I am going to try and throw them too.
All right, let's see what you get.
Let's see. All right, so hit with the weapon, expending the superiority die, so that's going to be a D8. So he gets another 6 points of damage.
Oh, he's definitely more than bloodied at this point.
All right, and he needs to make a strength saving throw with a DC 14.
Okay, here we go. Does not make it.
All right, so he gets pushed back 15 feet away.
What happens if there's something in the way, like, another combatant? Or does he just go diagonally like this?
I don't know, I'm thinking diagonally, just so we
Okay.
back.
Yeah.
Does he ought to get an attack of opportunity?
No, because he
No,
didn't move of his own free.
Okay.
It sucks. I know. Like the first time that I forget what game it was, and I was like, "Oh, why aren't we doing this all the time?" Oh no. Yeah. So, but no, he definitely knocks him away. All right, great turn. Is there anything else you're doing on your turn?
Nope.
Okay.
I got nothing left. I'm spent.
All right. In that case, this guy over here, no, I'm sorry, this guy over here starts like yelling like, and then like then this starts like that sort of chittering laughter, and is going to step up right here and fire at Rothgar with a longbow. Come on, big numbers. Nope, that's a miss. This one is yellow. So the guy that just got knocked back is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to get flanking on Ziada, and is going to drops his longbow on the way in and grips and just comes in for a bite with just like a and tries to bite.
Does anybody by chance happen to have a rolled up newspaper?
Bad dog. Ziada, I know a 17's not. Actually, advantage of flanking. Oh, does a 19 hit you, Ziada?
You know it doesn't.
I know it doesn't, but I have to ask just because I'm hopeful. But okay, so it comes in and it's like, and it doesn't connect. What is your AC? Because I don't ever remember, and I'm writing it down.
Right now, 22.
Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, so I'm gonna need. So just for everybody's knowledge, I'm gonna need to roll a 17 or 18, depending upon which one, in order to hit you. But let's see what happens. All right, so that was that one. It's green. Where is green? Green's over here. Green's going to take a shot with a longbow. That's definitely not going to hit you. And then it goes to Harvest.
I'm gonna do my move and use a dash action to go there.
Okay. All right. So you run in there. You're kind of in the woods. You see there's a shit ton of stuff going on. Give me a perception check really fast. No, what is your passive perception check?
17.
You know, you can't see it, but you know that there is another enemy really close to where you are, somewhere around you, that seems to be hidden in like the shrubbery or whatever. You just don't know where it is.
In the shrubbery that I'm in, or
Like it's within 5 to 10 feet of you.
oh shit.
Yeah. Oh shit is right. All right. Are you doing anything else on your turn? That was a double move. Anything else?
I can't do anything else.
Okay. All right. In that case, it's time for Pink to go. And Pink doesn't listen to commands and rushes up to here. Because it's running to you, does it provoke from you? It's only when it's running away with Sentinel. Correct, Hrothgar?
No. Whenever they come within 10 feet of me, I get an attack of opportunity.
Okay, so take an attack of opportunity. I thought it was only when they're leaving, but okay, do it. Do it. Come on, roll a crappy strike. Roll a 1. You won't do it. Roll that 1. That is definitely a hit. So you do, because of the halberd, 8 points of damage? Yep, all right. I'm slowly learning your weapon too. All right, and you hit it, and that does a considerable amount of damage. But it rushes in. It's dropped its longbow. It's got a spear. It's that's holding in both hands, and it rushes towards you. Come on, big number! Oh my fucking god! And it just sort of like it hits your armor, and it's like, and like springs off. It doesn't send him backwards, but it is not a hit. Son of a bitch. I hate the fact that these things only have 1 attack. Whoa, that was crazy. Okay. So 2 things are going to happen. So we've got... right? Yep. So, wait, hold on. Where's... So I did... Oh, okay, yep. So the one that is next to Ziada is going to try and hit Ziada with some advantage. Ooh, that might be a hit. That's a 21. Let's see if we can get a 20. Come on. 19. Neither of those hit because it only has a +4, and Ziada's got a fucking 22 right now, which is amazing, but shit. And then the guy that doesn't know where I'm gonna give. No, he knows. And so we're gonna do. Well, you know what? Let's do a little D20. See what happens. Come on, do this. No, he doesn't. He has no idea that Harvest is there. You Druid. And so the dude that's been hidden, that's been waiting. We're just going to go boop, token layer, and then we're going to go back to token. And then this guy kind of pops into existence, and he's going to take a shot at Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by the toe. He's going to take a shot at Rothgar, just because why not? Not enough. And that brings us to Ziada.
All right. The one who is weaker, yellow, is going to be taking this first shot. Oh, man. So,
10 is not a hit.
Let's see. 15.
Ooh, a 15 is right on the money. That 15 AC.
So that'll be 9 points of damage.
He's dead. As soon as I saw more than one guy being rolled, I'm dead. And that guy's dead. Yep.
And you know what? I'm going to try and shield bash this other guy down to the ground.
Is it? It's an athletics check, right?
Athletics or acrobatics.
Okay. I doubt he's going to beat you.
No,
yeah, he rolls a
that's
1,
not gonna
so you knock him. You knock him to the ground.
I didn't
That
roll
guy's
well,
prone.
but he definitely didn't. All right, cool.
Oh.
So yeah.
Yeah. So boom, he's on the ground. All right. Oh, Jesus Christ. I was like, maybe I'll get some health away from them with this. I don't. No, I'm not. All right, Novakri, your turn.
Can I come to play?
Bring the pain. Yes.
Yeah. Hey, Harvest, do you want your guy off of you, or are you happy where he is right now?
Harvest does I'm sorry. The knoll that's next to Harvest has no idea that.
Ah, okay. So,
Hey, green out. Do you have anything ranged?
I got plenty that is ranged. Unfortunately, it all sucks. Yeah, all my stuff is.
I mean, you could take out my guy. It doesn't make any difference to me. I could take out the green guy.
You know what? I'm gonna have some fun with this. The purple guy, go ahead and roll a Wisdom 15, please.
All right. D20, no modifier, natural 1.
Wow. What's up with you in the ones, Tom?
Yeah. So roll 20. This is why when I was playing Curse, stopped rolling in roll 20 because for the first 10 sessions, I couldn't roll anything above a 5, and I was like, I'm never doing this again. I hate it. All right. So what's the damage that comes to me, or how does this work?
No damage. He's just prone, laughing his ass off.
Which is pretty disturbing if you've ever heard a hyena laugh, and now this one's laughing incessantly, writhing on the ground.
Yeah, so he is incapacitated and unable to stand up for the duration.
It's just Ed from The Lion King.
Nailed it.
Pretty much.
All right.
Do they have an intelligence score of 4?
Like I said, slobbering, mangy, stupid poachers.
Mm-hmm. All right. So speaking of somebody who just called these things out for what they were, Rothgar, your turn. What are you doing? There's one laying on the ground, writhing in horrible laughter.
How dare you call a spade a spade?
Where's the one lying on the ground?
The one that's directly next to you. This one with a pink dot.
Then I'm just gonna have to stab him.
All right. Remember, melee attacks against a prone creature have advantage.
What's that?
Melee attacks against a prone creature have advantage, so you can swing twice for a hit.
Well, So first strike. Advantage.
Roll a 1. Roll a 1. Roll 2 ones. Roll 2 1. Oh. So, how much damage is that total? Actually, you know what? Roll again just in case it's a crit. Or, I'm sorry. So you rolled a 20 and a 9?
Yeah.
All right. That was a natural 20 or a total of 20?
Total of 20.
Total of 20. All right. And so that's 12 or 13 points of damage.
13.
All right. It's still up. It's barely hanging on. It's on its last legs. If you hit it, you don't have to roll damage. It's dead. But you have advantage to hit it again.
All right, so butt strike.
Yeah, that's a hit. And this one is dead.
I'm just going to take a short movement.
All right,
And
step
they get
up
to
over
attack?
there.
Huh?
Yep. So I think you can attack, move, attack, right? Yeah, I think you can do that. Yep. I'll. You know what? I don't want to look it up. So yeah, sure, you can do it.
I do not get the follow-up butt strike with this one, though.
No, because you've already used your bonus. Yes. A 14 does not hit.
They're more than 5 feet away from me,
Yes.
so then it's a 15 to hit.
But yes, but there's a thing going on that you don't hit on this.
Is
I
this
don't know.
one of those things that the DM's just like, no, I'm going to pull this out of my ass?
Yeah, this
No,
is
I'm saying that like actually no, you hold on. I'm sorry. There was what I was taking into consideration was I was giving him the soft cover. I gave him the same guy, but from where you just moved, you have a vantage point to strike this guy. So yes, that is a hit. It's a good point. So 13 points of damage, but because you used the +1 to hit it.
13 points of damage.
That guy.
Okay.
That guy was on the ground, right?
he was.
Oh,
you,
that's right. You did. So it's actually so roll again just in case you crit. Good call, Kevin. I forgot that guy was on the ground. Not a crit, and we'll stick with the
Not a
damage.
crit.
We'll stick from the damage with the first one, and that brings that guy down to effectively half health, so bloodied. Good job, Rothgar. All right. Anything else you're going to do on your turn?
No, I'm done.
Okay. This guy. What do I want to do with this? Fuck it. He's looking for blood. They're all hungry. They're hunter gatherers trying to do shit, mainly just kill stuff and bring it home. He's gonna take a 10-foot step this way, and he's gonna shoot at Novakri because she's over there in the background, just wide open, and she looks like a great target. And roll 20 is frozen. It just says rolling the dice. And if it rolls twice, I'm only using the first one twice. Shit. I should have said nothing. An 8 does not hit. I am 100% sure of. That is the end of that guy's turn. He's going to back the fuck up, back this way, and go right there.
That's right, bitch.
Yep. No, Valkyrie's just like, Chewinga this, Chewinga that. I got you. 3 is yellow. Yellow's dead. I should probably get that guy off the map. This guy is green. Green sees all this shit going on. I'm going to give green a perception check to see where Novakri is. Nope, does not know. Not Novakri, I'm sorry. Where Harvest is, has no idea about that. And so is going to take a step here just to have a clear shot and takes a shot at Ziada. Come on, natural 20. Come on, natural 20. Oh, 23 does hit, though. Boom! Finally got a hit on somebody. And I'm going to do...
have the reaction like I had on the other guy.
Yeah, I'm literally going to do like next to no damage. It's a D8 plus 1. I'm probably going to roll a 1 the way I'm rolling. Meh, 5. I really thought it was going to be just 2 points of damage, but 5 points of damage as an arrow comes in just the same area that like the arrow had like sort of like glinted off of before. This one finds a chink and it's like, and it sticks into like the rear of your right shoulder, and you realize there's another foe that's over here that you had seen before. And it goes to Harvest.
So the guy at my feet, he hasn't done anything. He's standing there.
I gave him a perception check to know that you were there because he was going to try to bite your face off, and totally blew that check. So he is just enraged or like captured or invigorated by the battle around him, and just drooling on himself, waiting to eat some flesh, and doesn't know you're there.
All right, I guess I will. I'll produce flame and burn him.
I like to think that you're like, as you kind of, you're like casting your spell, swam, swam, swam. And as the fire shows up in your hand, like his head turns because he finally hears something, and his eyes get bigger as you're like into him. Is it? But a 9 is not going to hit, so his eyes get bigger. And now he knows that you're in his face.
Yep.
Was that like a ranged touch spell?
Produce flame is
Was that against purple?
yeah.
Yes, against purple.
Okay, she may have advantage on that.
Well, so no, she wouldn't have advantage. She would have disadvantage because of it being within melee for a ranged touch, if that's what it is. Same as like shooting a bow or something like that.
It says range /area self, and then it says a flickering flame appears in your hand. The flame remains there for the duration and harms neither you nor your equipment. The flame sheds bright light in a 10-foot radius. Spell ends if you dismiss it as an action. You can cast it again. You can also attack with the flame, although doing so ends the spell. When you cast a spell, or as an action on a later turn, you can hurl the flame at a creature within 30 feet of you. Yes, make a ranged spell attack on a hit.
Yeah, so it would have been with disadvantage, so you missed with it, so it's a miss. But yeah, so it was a good shot, and we don't use critical fails in this game, so you don't have to roll again. It was just a miss. So okay. Is there anything else you want to do? It is now aware that you are there because you just tried to burn its face off.
But it's laughing.
Yeah, I can move. I can move. I can move.
I can move if I want to. All right. As you step away, it is going to take an attack of opportunity.
Yeah. No, never mind. I forgot about that. I'm going to stay there. I'm good.
Okay.
It can't take an attack op.
Why would they not be able to take an attack of opportunity?
The purple one?
Yeah.
He's incapacitated.
You attacked it.
Did it to the pink one.
Yeah, the pink one, not the purple one. The purple one, and the purple one's dead. The pink one is over here and dead.
I thought it was
hold
the
on.
purple one you were saying, Tasha's
Yeah.
Today's Laughter, but Tom did the pink one.
I'm sorry. So the purple one was you didn't have line of sight on the purple one because of all of this that's right there. So I did it on the guy that was up here, and you affected that one. So like I apologize if that was not what you meant to do. That's how I rolled that out. Is that fine? Are you okay with that?
That's fine. I was just getting it clear in my head.
Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I totally thought you meant one that was up here, and that's why I rolled advantage to take him out on his turn.
That's perfectly fine.
Cool. All right, Harvest, are you doing anything else? Are you going to give
No.
me an attack of opportunity? Yes,
No.
yes.
No.
No, damn it. Okay, all right.
I can roll an attack of opportunity, no problem.
No, not you. Not you. All right, it is Pink's turn, and Pink is dead. So let's get him off the map. And then the two that I had left were 5, which was purple, and purple. Yep. All right. I think that's all I have left, right? I have this guy, and I still have 1, 2. Oh no, I have 2. So it's all right. So purple is going to drop the longbow that he had and grab his spear and try to stab you with it. Harvest.
Does he
Come
have
on.
disadvantage because I'm 20 feet up on a tree?
Because that's right. You are in a tree.
Missed anyway with that.
Yeah, you know what? Just in case. No, it's a myth. I don't know why. Just because I clicked the wrong thing to roll. But yeah. So all right, I forgot you were up in a tree. I thought you were right next to him. In that case, he would not have dropped his bow. It would have been the same roll though. It would have just been like if I thought you were standing right next to him when you cast flame. But he pulls back an arrow to fire at you, but rolls a 16. That's not enough to hit. And so that leaves us with, I don't know who else left. So 20 is, I got to make a mark on the sheet so I know who is not dead and who is. Where is my pen? There we go. All right. So that guy is still alive. So this guy is still here. 12 is, this guy is still alive. So we got him. Got him. Who is dead? We've got yellow and pink. Yellow and pink are dead. I just did purple, so purple is still alive. All right, and so blue is the last one that's standing right next to Ziada. He realizes he's in a shit show, but he's going to try his best, and he stabs out with his spear. Come on, 20. Fuck. Nope, that's not even close. And that was...
Has Hrothgar used his reaction this turn? Because since that thing attacked me, he can attack it, correct?
Correct. Yep, no, you're right. He never used any of the feet on this turn, so yes.
Well, then in that case,
you know what was funny? So this encounter, when I rolled for it just so I prepped for it, they were like 1d4 plus 3 gnolls descend and attack the party. And I'm like, all right, 1d4. And I rolled 3 and I was like, oh shit, 6 gnolls? Man, someone's going down. And I think I've done 5 points of damage at this point to anyone in this party. I thought this was going to be a much harder thing. So well done. And a 19 is definitely a hit, and 14 points of damage is exactly what this guy had left for health. So how would you like to end this gnoll?
I don't care, just as long as he's dead.
End him in the face. He wants to end him.
I think
in
it's
the
funny.
face.
I just think it's funny that that's what Hrothgar says as he kills this thing. He's like, I don't even care how you die, and just takes him out. He's not there anymore. He's gone.
You're shit at dying.
Yeah, you're crappy at dying. You're even worse at fighting. I say the DM says to the gnolls. Okay. So that was the gnolls' turn. The last 2 gnolls. It is Ziada's turn. Ziada, you know that there is one guy that's up here that maybe that I don't think in a straight move you could get to. Like you double move, yes, but just a standard move, no. There's a guy right here that potentially is threatening Harvest, and there's a guy over here, and that's the guy that shot you in the shoulder.
Oh,
No, I'm sorry. Purple shot you in the shoulder, I think. Green has not hit anybody yet.
Green hit Ziata.
I couldn't remember. It was green or purple. One of these two shot Ziata in the back of the shoulder.
Ziata. I mean green.
All right. Ziata, I'm going to say just because Harvest is 20 feet up in the air, I'm not going to give you flanking for this one.
Right.
But I highly doubt you're not going to just end this guy anyways. So
potentially. I mean, there's chance.
That's
not
14. Yeah, AC of 15. Jesus Christ, maybe. Oh, no, you got him. How much damage does all the
Only
dice roll?
5.
Wow. Is it because you roll damage with advantage that there's so many die, or how does that work?
No, just the thing that it does is it rolls, I think, maybe with advantage, but it rolls with the two-handed as well.
Oh, okay. All right, because on my screen I see 4 die roll whenever you roll damage,
it definitely
and
does,
I'm just
but then it's just like, well, you just have to check because it's slashing one-handed because I'm always with the shield. So,
yeah, it's always for me. I'm always like, and
because each time it's this thing. I don't know because there's also because it's versatile. That's it too, because it's the D8 versus the D10.
Mm-hmm.
So it rolls both of them, and
or everything. It just rolls everything.
Exactly. It's just like, here's everything that it could be. It's like, well, yeah, but unfortunately only 5 on that one, and only 1 hit.
You bring him down, but he's not bloodied yet. If they didn't have dots on them so I could remember which one was which, you probably brought him about quarter health with that strike as you come down and you slash across like his midsection, and the knoll kind of like as it drools towards you. Are you doing anything else on your turn?
Bonus to try
second attack. Oh shit, that's right. Oh, that's right. 2 attacks, 1 hit.
The first one.
All right, and then I need to roll versus that, correct?
Yep.
Okay, let's see what we get. Natural 20
right.
does not knock
He's
me
fine.
down. I got a 20 on that, not on a hit. I got a 20 on that,
take it.
so great. Okay. Novakri, you are up.
Well, apparently magicking is not my thing right now.
Are you gonna pull out a lute, play a jaunty tune for everybody to feel better about themselves?
No, I'm not going to do vicious mockery.
I'm looking at like the roll tracker in Roll20 right now, and it's just mocking me that the only 20 I rolled tonight was for a fucking save. I'm like, ugh, damn it.
Okay, going to do a firebolt on the purple.
Okay, fire away. Fire away. $16 is enough to hit, but 3 damage is maybe only enough to drop it to bloodied. It's still up and standing.
Yeah, 2d10.
Wait, that was 2d10 and you got 3 damage out of it?
Yippers.
Wow. Bad rolls. I feel your pain. I don't know if you've seen the amount of crap I've rolled tonight, but yes. All right, Rothgar, you are up. You know that there is a dude around the trees over here that you could maybe, with your reach, get to, but he clearly is either like retreating or starting to run away. He's the most hale of all of the gnolls that you have seen so far. Maybe the leader, maybe, who knows. I don't know. What do you want to do? You also know that this guy is pretty well surrounded, and this guy has clearly got an A-bomb that's going to try to kill everybody. No, he's not. No, he doesn't. What do you want to do?
Is it possible to run through the trees?
If you try to move through the trees, it's going to be difficult terrain if you're like double moving. If you're just taking like one step at a time, you could move through the trees.
Is the other guy over here running away?
So unfortunately, right now you're not sure. Like you can't see through the trees to see. You know what? Give me a perception check. How about that? Give me a perception check, and I'll tell you if you can see through the trees.
I got my eyes closed.
Yeah, you're so focused on killing gnolls, you turn around and you're like, oh, I hear one, but I can't see it. So yeah, so you would have to go one way or the other to get around to try to figure it out, or you can focus on the ones you can see. Up to you.
Well, I can't really reach this one. So
What is your move speed, anyways?
30?
Yeah. So like if you went 5'10" to slide down the mountain, and then like got basically here, like 5'10", 15, you're within reach if you wanted to go that way.
No, this one.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah. Well, I mean, 5'10", 15, 20, 25, 30. Well, if you got right there, you would reach him.
I'm gonna attempt to go after the other one.
Okay.
Puts me. So that's my movement. Well within reach. First strike. And he crits. Is this
Holy-
stun silence from you?
What's the matter? Can you hold on? Sorry. Yeah, can you hear me?
I can now.
Okay, yeah. So my internet like dumped out, and I just jumped back in. So that looks like you rolled a critical hit. So that is what 5 + 9, 14, 15 points of damage.
15. Yes.
All right, so let's do a -15. This guy is really hurt as you kind of like run him through like the sort of like the chest. You see like your spear literally like almost pierces through to the other side, and it's like ow, like it kind of howls, and you pull it back out, and it like kind of clutches its chest. A 17 is a hit. I really had a plan for this guy, but I don't think I do anymore. As how do you finish off this guy? This guy had 30 hit points. You just fucking decimated that.
Decapitation.
You just you like first one is a stab. The second one you come back, you like Donatello spin your halberd over your head, and then just like take and like like head sailing through the middle of like a medieval rock video. It's like and lands in some maiden's lap, and that guy is no more. Anything else you want to do in your turn, you berserker?
I think I'm good.
I think I'm good, he says. Son of a bitch. All right, let's put a line through that one. It's dead. 2 was green. Green sees this shit show happening and goes, you know what? I want to eat meat. So it runs up here and tries to stab Novakri with a spear. Come on. Kill somebody. Ooh, I believe that's going to be a hit. Yes.
Yeah, I can't do anything about that.
All right. Here you go. Come on, 8. 5 points of damage as it's like and it stabs you, and it pulls it back, and it slavers, and you see like the saliva hit the snow and melt a little bit. Psst, psst, psst. But that's all it's got. Little too late. Harvest, you're up. What are you doing?
How many rounds have you been holding that back?
Every minute of every day. It's just how it is.
I am gonna attempt to help my girl Navakari out and do another flame throw.
All right. Try to
Is it
roll
within
the
30
hit.
feet of me? Is that within 30 feet of me?
It is within 30 feet of you, yes.
Okay.
But unfortunately, a 12 is not a hit.
I'm
So you're just up in this tree like, look, I made a little hand fireball. Oh, pff. Look, I made a little hand fireball. Pff. Nothing. Are you doing anything else?
I'll take my movement.
Okay.
Now.
What are you going to do? Remember, if you climb down the tree and move away, you will provoke from the dude that's down there.
I'm gonna climb down the tree and flank now.
Okay, cool.
Gotta.
All right. And it is number 5, which is purple, which is that guy, and he finally sees you, and he goes, "Fuck it, I'm gonna try to kill this lady who tried to burn my face. Rolling this, come on." It's not enough. And he misses with a spear, and it goes to Ziada. Ziada, kill. Do what you need to do.
Yeah. Goodbye.
I mean,
All right, good.
Yep.
And then
14, not so much. 26, definitely. And so many dice.
1,000, and it ends up being 9.
All right. It is you bring it to critical. It is
Right.
it's still up though.
I would like to. Could I try and then use my bonus action now? And actually, it doesn't even matter. That wouldn't even do anything. I wouldn't get double advantage. So
Right.
this good
20
thing
is a hit.
that
Yep.
one, and 12 damage.
Oh my god! Wow, so much damage. Yeah, it had 5 hit points left, and you
No
destroy
longer.
that guy. No longer there.
This
Yeah.
one.
So here, let me guess. Strength check or strength saving
Yeah.
throw, I should say.
Yeah, this one I'm gonna try and knock down.
All right, what do you got? Ooh, 25. This is
oh,
going to
is
be
that-
hard to
is
beat.
that
It's going to be hard to
18?
beat.
Yeah.
In fact, unless it's a critical, he's down on it. All right. Novakri, the dude in front of you is prone. But I believe if you're doing anything besides a melee attack, it gets a plus to its AC against ranged when it's prone.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
The attacker has disadvantage, right?
Yep.
Yes. Okay. Cool.
Even worse. Actually, go ahead and give me
Yes.
a strength save.
Strength save. All right, I'll roll what I just rolled again. Let's see what we got. Oh, that's 16.
Just gonna drop a fucking rock on your head.
People's elbow. Bam.
There you go.
No, you saved. It's a DC 15. But he still takes 5 points of damage. Half.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. So you this guy had 22 health. They all had various levels, and so you bring him to roughly a quarter down. So he's been hurt. He's been hurt. He's not bloodied yet, but he's been hurt. Are you doing anything else in your turn?
I can't really. I would be provoking an opportunity.
He
attack.
has disadvantage though. Because
True,
he is dead.
but I also give you advantage.
Oh, I'll be fine. If just giving you the whole thing, you know, all of the information, you know, if you want to stay there, I'm cool with that. Just saying, he's down. I knocked him down in case you wanted that opportunity.
I moved him over. I'll move over.
Okay.
Let you have that. I'll take him for the team.
All right. It goes to Rothgar. Rothgar, you're just gonna pick up your spear and like like sand person, like kind of thing, or what are you doing?
I'm gonna use double my movement and call it a day.
Okay. Okay. And the last, actually, is it who's green? It's green 22. Yep, because this guy is dead. I get rid of him. This guy is going to stand up, and he is going to try and stab Novakri again because that's the juiciest target he can find.
Bad choice.
I don't think that hits, and I'm pretty.
Ziada's gonna turn, allowing the halberd to come in and
to just
pierce this
swoop
guy.
in.
Can I do a reaction vicious mockery on the DM?
You know what? I feel like you did that earlier tonight because of all of the roll 20 rolls I've had. But sure,
Yes,
if you want.
But it's been my turn again, so my reaction recharges.
Fair. Let's resolve the halberd first, and then we'll go from there because I'm pretty sure the halberd might finish this.
What halberd?
The only halberd we have. Let's go, Sentinel.
There's literally only one Harry
halberd. Let's go.
Hold on 1 sec. I gotta fix the mic on this thing. Sorry.
Because he attacked Novakri while he was within your range of Sentinel to be able to attack.
Oh, Hrothgar has that?
Yeah.
Good thing I stayed in range.
That plus his pole arm, which gives like 30 feet. Well, even if the thing had attacked me, because I didn't pick Sentinel, because then if anything attacks me, he gets to attack it. If I did have Sentinel, they don't stack. Sort of thing. So like if we both had Sentinel and it's like, I attack this one. Okay, well the other guy doesn't get to attack.
Right.
That'd be a little crazy. He just can't attack anything. Halberd.
All right, did that work? Did this work?
That's like you can hear you.
Works the same as it worked before.
Okay, great. Yeah. Well, I started getting like crazy feedback, and I went, let's see if we can change some levels. And all of a sudden, on my screen, my like icon was like beep boop beep boop, and no one was responding. And I'm like, I don't think this is working anymore. So, anyways, all right. So I didn't see halberd attack. Jesus Christ, 23. It doesn't. So is that an 11? Right? Because you have the +1 to that, Hrothgar. Yep. All right, so -11. This guy is at a critical level, but he's not dead yet. Butt strike? Oh no, that was a reaction. Novakri. Yeah, well, that was a reaction. Novakri, you said you wanted to use your vicious mockery reaction. Yes.
Against you.
Oh well, I passed, so don't worry about it. Anybody else?
You have no ego to mock.
It depends on the moment. Like sometimes I win every time, and other days you just automatically win. That's how it is. All right. So Harvest went Zia.
No.
Go.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. It was that guy's turn. So yeah. So Harvest.
Oh, Harvest.
Come on, roll a 1 on the flames, just so I can make you burn yourself alive in the trees. Do it.
Isn't he prone?
No, he stood up.
Oh, okay, then yeah, I will fucking flame his ass again.
Wow, very specific. Very, very specific. I think you're gonna miss again.
Up the butt.
I don't think
Oh.
Dog smells any better than Wet Dog.
I will tell you that you finally connect.
We'll
An
find
18
out.
is definitely a hit.
Finally.
How much damage do you do?
How much damage do you do?
It's not dead yet. It's so close, but it's not dead yet.
Big build up to that.
But it goes to Ziana.
Oh, you were supposed to roll twice though.
Oh, you miss
Ooh,
up.
that doesn't matter. All right.
Oh,
let's
second
do this
attack.
one again. All right, that'll be better.
Oh, the 20 definitely hits. So you know what?
So-
Instead, first of all, I want to see the damage.
Okay, so it didn't roll it again.
Yeah,
But
well,
that should have been another D8.
So in
One.
what dramatic
Okay, boom,
fashion?
16.
In what dramatic fashion would you like to finish off this last null?
Actually, you know what? I'll use my shield and bash it forward as it's paying attention. It turned its back to try and stab Novakri because it's a fool, and it turned its back on Ziada, and she smashes it in the back of the head and then just stabs it into the ground as it falls down.
Nice. And as it falls, I know we ran a little late. Thank you guys all for continuing and playing. You guys have the ability to set up camp, and you have a restful second night. And next week we will pick up from this campsite, and perhaps you'll make it to the bear tribe.
Do we level up?
No, you don't fucking level up. Shut the fuck up. Anyways, but no.
Noel for dinner?
I guess roast dog. It's
You got
a
one
delicacy
burning
in some
right here.
places.
In all seriousness, thank you very much for running. We really appreciate it, sir.
I love the fact that you guys play. I love the fact that we came up with a new phrase for Gar, which is Harry Halberd. That's amazing
Absolutely.
stuff. I love it.
That is excellent.
But yeah, and we'll reconvene next week. I do have a couple people who have reached out to me that have never played before. So I don't think I'm interested in getting them involved in this game per se, but I like the idea that we have several players that are part of this game that may be able to play. Like I talked to Daryl recently, and he's like, if Thursdays ever open up for me, I really want to get back involved in the game, and so I want to keep that how it is. But if there's enough people or interest, I have the capacity to maybe run a second night or something, and we'll figure it out as that comes through. But I love this game. I love what you guys are doing with it. I hate Roll20 because of the fucking shitty rolls, but it is what it is. And we'll see everybody next week. Okay?
We're going to have to organize a game day, just a Saturday or something. We all meet in Portsmouth or something and just lock ourselves in a room.
You know what's really funny about that is that Kevin and I play a game that Kevin's running, in which everybody's pirates, and we did that. We all met up, and what was crazy was there were so many people that hadn't actually met each other. There was this moment where we're all just like, "You're the guy," whatever. But it was so much fun because you had that. Yeah, you're the guy. Whatever. We're playing this game. Let's do this, and it was super fun.
Yeah,
and
the first three guys that came to my house all arrived in the same car, and they were the three that I didn't know. And so it was just like, all right, you're this one, and you're this one. Nailed it. All right.
Got it.
And the other two are like, we picked this guy up off the road.
Right. Well, one of them's Tom, who I knew. So
yeah, all right.
okay.
We got that guy. Yeah. But no,
That's
cool
the one
stuff.
you picked up off the road.
Right.
First of all, that's rude. You didn't have to bring that up because it's true. And second of all, stop it. That hurts. But and Dolan, thank you very much for playing. I hope you're having fun too.
Yeah, it's a blast. Thank you.
All right. Well, I'll talk to everybody next week, and we'll go from there. All right.
All right, cool.
Have a good one.
Sounds like a plan.
Later, guys.
Bye, everybody.